This looks like the water room that, is kind of similar to the downstairs.
Do you want to do that here with this door closed? Because it's close and they can't do the magic through the door.
Yeah, I mean, this is a good place as any.
What fell down?
Money!
Silver coin.
Ooh.
My
So-
concern is that maybe each coin is a potential clue as to where our location is. It's
Well,
whatever.
I mean, then all he's going to know is that we went in every room.
Essentially.
But he still has to search every room to figure that out.
He just knows which ones you haven't been to.
True. So let's go in the room.
Okay. And then you're making a...
We're going to close the door.
Okay.
And
Magnifying glass to read these.
Hold on.
Reading glasses.
It's true. So I did make those knowing that some of them I have to tell you what they are. But I tried making at least the spell's name legible enough. But some of them are really poor handwriting. So
Purposefully.
specifically,
yes.
I'm going to close the door.
Okay.
And I'm going to have the edge of my hut
Yes.
right against the door.
This is which tiny hut?
Leoman's tiny hut.
I think there's some mansion too. So I just forget.
It's a
the first word.
10-foot immobile dome of force.
Give me 1 second.
What's the casting time on that?
1 minute.
Are you
Okay.
doing it
I'm
that way? Or?
ritually casting it.
Okay, so what I will do is I'm going to expend a beast shape to turn into a spider, and I'm going to go hang out on the wall just to the south of the door and keep an eye on the hallway in case anything scary comes down.
Okay.
Okay, but I
And
don't...
then
Until-
there's a statue in the way, so I'm trying to figure out where I can put you to make this hut.
I think she's okay with having the statue in it.
Okay. So I might have to modify this so you're just like that. Like you're right on the way. That was.
But I
you.
don't want the door in it.
Right. So you want it to be right against the door.
Yes.
Sorry, I need a wrong button. So I put you there.
The door is not the entire block.
No, yeah, it's just not as a
no,
doorway,
that's-
but
yeah.
you're right up against the door.
Yes.
Thomas a spider just south of the door. You said.
on the
And then-
outside.
Okay. Oh,
Current.
yeah.
I'm keeping an eye on the hallway until such times I think that they're done or getting close to.
I think you need to be in it when it's
Yeah.
cast.
Yeah.
though.
So before the end of it, right?
You...
Not I just need to be in it at the end, not the entire time.
Creatures and objects within the dome, when you cast the spell, can move through it freely, so you have to be in there the whole time. After that, then you can move freely in and out of it.
Fine.
Okay, I'll put you instead of.
Just until I'm done casting it. So for 11 minutes, you have to sit there.
I will be a spider in that time.
Okay.
I'm gonna start making a tiny web.
All right. You hold on.
Bloop. Bloop.
I need to read the thing real quick.
But
Put it right at bridge of nose level, so when it comes in, it irritates them.
Well, that's the thing I was going to say when you're done reading.
Okay.
Come in who's in my spider web? Awesome.
Okay. You successfully. Yes. Successfully create the hut.
Okay.
Yeehaw.
Creatures and objects within the dome, when I cast the spell, can move through it freely. All other creatures and objects are barred from passing through it, including the door.
Yes.
Which is why I did it that way. So
Okay.
he can't open the door until
Okay.
we're done.
Sounds good.
I mean, he'd theoretically know something was in the way, but...
Yes. Why won't this door open?
I don't
Let's
understand.
just disintegrate it.
All right.
That takes time.
Are
Not
you?
with the disintegration spell. That's one action.
Yeah, well, you know.
Are we just resting in here?
Yep.
Are we sleeping? Are we?
I would like to take the time to rest as well as look over the file that I pulled on Hallister from
Okay.
his archives.
Awesome.
Pull that out and start perusing that as my downtime activities.
Okay.
Soul's gonna go the fuck to sleep.
Yeah.
And hope that this works,
Okay.
because I'm still hurt.
Try to get a long rest too.
I'm gonna try to sleep.
Okay.
I
As
will
long
take
as I have
a
to.
watch as a spider.
Okay. Just along the wall somewhere.
Yep.
Okay.
Just making a web.
You just sleep on it and then fall off when you.
No, I mean when I get towards the end of the wild shape, I'll climb down. But
Okay. Are you a giant spider or a normal size?
just the spider.
Okay, just checking.
Alright. Because I mean, if we all take 2 hours, then that's 8. And I think everybody can still get enough rest in that time.
Alright.
Right back. So,
Okay.
that's the plan.
Alright. I'm gonna roll something, but. Let's make
Too
another.
busy making a web.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Outside of the door, you hear 2 people. They're just talking. One's like, "So when are we gonna go look at that stuff?" And he goes, "Oh, soon. Maybe we'll have dinner first. That sounds good. Sounds like I might have some guests." But they don't attempt to open the door or anything. It's like, I hope they come out for dinner. That'd be really cool. And they walk away. But your first watch passes uneventfully. Cotrix, because of your I don't have specific things right in my head, but because of your studiousness, I will give you advantage on any checks about Alistair.
Oh, okay, cool, thank you. That works. So the book basically just gives me advantage when I want to know something about him.
Yeah, it's like a file more than a book, but yeah. Because I don't have like Alistair did this in the year
no worries.
whatever.
Yeah, no, I didn't figure there was a. It's out there, but that's
Yeah.
fine. I'm not expecting that, but
While the party's sleeping, do you also peek at your own?
yeah,
Okay.
might as well.
Yeah. At first glance, it looked like he didn't have a lot on you, but there is some specific moments that he's like,
It lists the schools that I attended.
Yeah, so it's got like your resume in there, you know, like
Uh-huh.
these are his schools, this is who he studied under, these are some of the accomplishments he's made. And a couple times it says in there, like, shows great promise and could be worth looking into.
Interesting.
Yeah.
That's a bit unnerving. Does it say anything in the specific file about any of my family?
It does not.
Okay.
It seems like it cares mostly about you as a person and a mage than your
Okay, so it's not
your lineage.
really personal information. It's more like career information.
Yeah,
It is a resume.
Yeah,
Not
it's
so
more of a
much-
resume. Yeah, it's not going to say like.
Not a biography. Damn it.
Yeah, sister is so and so.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Cool.
It does have some things that maybe somebody shouldn't know, like perhaps one of your younger adventures. Maybe they know something about that you find surprising. Somebody knows about you. Obviously, we haven't played that game, but
Okay.
yeah,
Things about your past that you haven't exactly shared.
yeah.
So track your hiring of a mercenary in Cholt.
Probably.
I'd say that's willing. Well traveled is in there. Yeah.
Okay.
All the resume versions of your cool stuff.
Okay, that's
Yeah.
interesting. I will astutely make sure and to dispose of that in like a small fire.
Okay. So you light it up after you're finished reading.
Yeah.
Okay.
Nobody needs to have this information.
Yeah.
If he wants it, he's got to go work for it again.
Gotta go find it some more.
Yeah.
Do you want to read my memory?
But I will put the Hallister file back.
Okay.
Cool. Awesome.
Alright.
That's good information.
Partway through your long rest, there's a knock at the door. And the voice goes, 3 hours and then dinner is served. Please join us. And just walks away. And then another knock on a farther door. 3 hours till dinner is served. Please join us.
Does it sound like one of the two voices from earlier?
It does not. While you were gone, there was 2 voices that were just chatting about dinner later and learning new things.
Okay, interesting. So there's 3 different voices now.
Mm-hmm.
Good to know. Good
Yeah.
To know.
You do uneventfully get your long rest.
Woo!
By uneventfully, I mean other than those things.
That was an event.
Nothing crazy.
And you feel like there's only about, I don't know, maybe about 20 minutes left before that call for dinner.
Well, while we were resting, there was a knock at the door, and somebody invited us to dinner. But I'm kind of concerned. The file here on Hallister, it lists a lot of his accomplishments, and the file that he had on me also listed a lot of my accomplishments. So I'm pretty wary about going to dinner with somebody that knows things about me that I really haven't told anybody. It also
So you have a fan?
Sounds like more of a stalker.
yeah,
Maybe a
sounds
stalker.
It's more like a
Like a
stalker.
wolf?
Yeah, kind of like that.
What? What do I not know? Oh no.
But I'm leery about it because honestly I'm the only arcane user in the party, and most of the information that were in these files would be information you'd want if you were either recruiting someone or hunting someone. And with the charred corpse in the first floor, and the fact that it looked like a wizard.
It looked like he caught on fire from the inside.
Do you still have the skull?
Yes. When I be able to speak to dead, I'll take it out and talk to him and find out what happened to him.
I'm pretty sure he can speak to that, yeah.
Okay, yeah. I don't have the spell. But now that it's in my bag, I know what spell I'm picking up.
Yeah.
Well,
Oh, you can change spells, yeah. I don't know if you would have.
It is the end of a long rest.
I have the opportunity to.
Yeah. I just don't know if you would or not. I don't want to make those calls or decisions for you.
I do not have the capacity to speak with that desert druid.
If we're worried about that, we have someone that does talking and someone to back her up if we wanted to figure out what was up, but also not leave you alone.
Is there any writing on this statue?
Do a perception check.
Is the conch shell real, or is it made out of
Also do a
stone?
perception check.
Natural 20.
Nice.
So that's a 20.
Nice.
I have
You
no modifier for that.
do not see any writing on the statue.
Any, with that check, would there be any
As you're looking at the statue,
Oh, okay.
behind it, you notice that the mirror has some letters on it.
I'll check that out.
Okay. It says T-U-O-W. Sorry, Y-A-W.
T-U-O.
That was a 23 on this conch shell.
Okay. The conch shell does
Way out.
appear.
Backwards.
It appears to be a part of the statue. Like it's still. Yeah.
So it's not like a shell.
Correct.
Darn it.
Way out.
I could upgrade my signal horn.
If I say the phrase "way out,"
Yeah.
does anything happen?
Can you say this? Can you do this
Way out.
as if you're yourself? Okay. Nothing happens.
What are you doing over there?
Well, there's some writing on this mirror, and it's kind of backwards. So I'll write down the
Okay.
word "way out" on a piece
Yeah.
of paper and hold it up to the mirror. I'll write it down backwards and hold
Okay.
it up to the mirror.
It says way out.
Try walking backwards into the mirror.
I don't really want to leave yet.
Okay.
I was just saying if it would trigger the mirror, like... Which wall is the mirror on?
The south wall right behind the mermaid. Like it's right here. I'll put
Is
you-
the mermaid looking at it?
No. The mermaid's facing north and has the conch shell.
Is it... So, does this thing move?
Well,
Try to spin it in place. Spin it towards the mirror.
Yeah, I'll take a corner and flex my soul muscles.
Okay.
Is that athletics or strength check?
Let's do a strength check.
I'm tired. That's a 9.
Okay. It doesn't move.
Did you say there was writing on it?
No.
On the mirror, not the statue.
All right. Well, I'm not sure exactly what this means, but it could be the way out of this particular
I'm gonna
establishment.
check the rest of the room.
Do we want to go to dinner? Anybody?
Maybe.
I didn't eat the food, so I don't know what your opinion on that is.
Other than the mirror and the statue, there are the 4 tridents hanging on the north and east walls between the arrow slits. But nothing crazy.
4 tridents. Just regular tridents.
Seems like that.
And take a trident.
Okay.
Spin it around so that the not trident
Roll
of it.
initiative.
Say again.
Roll initiative.
Oh, damn it.
God.
Touching a trident.
Oh, I have advantage. I forgot about that.
Yeah. Let me grab the stats real quick.
Now we're fighting tridents. Thanks, son.
To be clear, my intention was to like tap it at a distance and see if it just like phased through.
Oh, I get it. Apparently, touching them causes us to fight them.
We'll fight
Battle
something.
music. Return.
Oh, I'm so sorry. My bad.
So, oh, did we
Maybe the
get
statue changes now.
did we get experience from the homunculus since we took a long rest?
Yeah, it was 50 full experience split between the 4 people, so if you really
25.
want it.
15 each.
Ish.
Yeah, I'll take 15 for the file.
Does that help you get a little higher?
Yeah, that's all.
15 higher.
15 higher.
What am I looking for? Okay, that's what I need.
12.5, I believe.
Yeah,
I have already pulled it up.
12.5.
Math is not my strong suit.
It's okay, we can round to 15, it's okay. I will allow you this.
Oh gosh, you allow us
I
the
know,
3
I
extra
allow you the
experience
3
points?
experience points.
So fought it twice.
So,
Yes.
what was your initiative roll?
And that's going to be 22.
Jeez.
Okay, what's your dexterity modifier?
My dexterity modifier is +3.
Okay. Tomna,
It sounds a lot like a
9.
tie.
Cotrix,
13.
and Coraline.
10.
So, you reach out and grab the trident.
Yep.
Did you try to throw it across the room?
I was going to spin it around so the trident part would be away.
The tripart.
Yeah, the tripart would be away from the mirror
Yeah,
and tap the mirror with the end of it to see what happens.
nothing happens.
Spin around and throw it to the other end of the room.
Okay, in midair it turns around and flies right back at you.
What the fuck?
With a 18 to hit.
Meats.
Yes. Or trying to hit Tomna. For 6 plus damage, piercing damage. And then the other 3 will also get off the wall. And 1, 2, 3. Let's do that. Tomna. Nope. I think nope. It's 19. Does not hit you, right?
That matches.
Oh, good. I hit you. 9.
9
Nines.
pokey?
Yes. Specifically piercing, if that helps. It's the. Cotrix, I'm sure I miss with a 7.
Yes.
And then Coraline, I probably hit with a 22.
Yeah.
That is 2 slashing damage. No, 2 piercing damage.
Oh, God.
Applies at you. That brings up Cotrix.
Mage armor.
Okay. Smart.
Because I just finished a long rest. And that's all I can do. Because I don't really have a whole lot of bonus actions that I can do.
Coraline.
I'm gonna run back and try the only thing we haven't tried, and smash a mirror.
You're gonna smash the mirror? Sure.
Except for that not being our only way out. But go for it.
There's a
Hold on. Let me look up something.
That's always nice.
I mean, given our experience, we're not going to be able to hurt these weapons, so a way out would be nice. If this doesn't work, I'm going for the door.
Roll to hit.
13.
Still have to look this up. I was hoping that would be very clear. Sure. 13 is a mirror. Why not? Damage?
4.
Okay. Part of it kind of shears off, like the top corner maybe.
Offhand.
Okay.
That's a 27.
Nice. That'll absolutely hit. That's what I was hoping for the first time.
That's 9.
Okay. Sure. I feel like breaking a mirror at 13 damage makes sense to me because then it's unlucky, right?
Right.
So the mirror shatters to the floor, and the backing's still there, but it's just a mirror backing.
Okay. I'm just gonna go for the door. So given that usually we can't hurt these things, I think we should go. And I'm going for the door.
Okay.
I mean, that was my action, my bonus action, but
Yeah, the one that had flung at you is going to just take an attack of opportunity as you
Sure.
walk past. And totally missed with the 4.
yeah, a little bit.
Yup.
Ching.
Yeah, ching. And then that brings us to Tamna.
Given that I was in the middle of changing a spell, we're gonna say that I wasn't quite done with that. I'm gonna like grab the trident. No.
Okay.
And then continue to prepare
Sure.
spells.
Sure, seems reasonable. Nope. Soul.
So it stabbed me. Grab onto it, or try to.
Okay.
Move over to the arrow split.
Okay.
The head through the arrow split.
Okay.
And then break it.
Okay.
Or try to.
Let's call this a dexterity check to get it through the arrow slit.
Okay.
And then a strength check to break it.
The dexterity is 22.
You get it through the arrow slit just fine.
And the strength check is 18.
Sure. Yeah, it's split now.
Leverage!
Is it
Anything
still
else?
floating?
It's still floating.
So now you have 2 pieces to fight, not just one.
I'm holding one part.
It's not like a stick. Okay. Anything else?
That's what I got.
All right.
Why don't you try not to break them? Just bend them. Then they can't get out.
The one that's in the arrow slit is going to attempt the dexterity check to get out of the arrow slit and not make it.
Tink,
The other-
tink, 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 tink,
Yeah.
tink.
I'm sorry. I don't think I moved you, Coraline. I'm so sorry.
That's okay.
You left the room.
I couldn't because I used my action and my bonus action. And I imagine I'd have to use an action to open the door.
Okay.
But I'm
You're
at
at
the
the
door.
door. You opened it up, but can't get out. In that case,
I'm preparing to open it.
yeah. So the trident was that using to fly you again.
Okay.
I need to move. Where is Soul? Soul would have taken this one. They're on my DM layer.
We don't actually have them on there.
I know. So, Cotrix, and Tomna, and Coraline. Tomna
Hello.
hits with a 20, 2.
Uh-huh.
4 inside or 7 slashing damage.
Ow! Fucking stop!
Cotrix probably misses with the 14.
It does miss.
Okay, and then Coraline also probably misses with an 11.
Yes.
Yes, okay. So just the one that Cotrix. Sorry, we just want to tell them that. Cotrix!
The one that hit or tried to hit me twice now.
Yes.
I'm going to cast Dispel Magic. on.
Okay. It is a...
Do I need to do a check? If it's above a 3rd level, I need to do a check.
Wish it told me what level it's at.
Yeah.
Does it tell you what the spell is?
It's a flying sword that's been re-thinged. It's a construct. I just
How
opened
that
the same thing twice. I don't know how that works either. Let me find
Disenchanted for
out.
up to a minute, right?
Yeah, so I'm gonna say that you successfully, so I'm gonna look up, remove the enchantment for a bit, and a trident falls at your feet.
And then I will make my way over to the door.
Okay.
Now that I'm not taking attack of opportunity, right?
Yeah.
Or unless I'm going to be passing through other spaces.
Let me drop them down.
Okay.
One of them is in the arrow slit.
Yeah, it's over. Sorry, soul would be over there too. Okay. I can't quite. I need to remove some of the blackness, but
It's funny. Whenever you search something, my phone, like, because my computer
because it's
is
on your
like.
thing. Yeah. Well, I should stop doing that. So
That's
I look
fine.
up things. No, I can do it on another one. I have a different paper.
It says it must succeed on a Constitution saving throw, or fall unconscious.
Okay, but I need to do this. Luckily, I closed the thing.
Yeah. So I may not move if it succeeds on its saving throw.
Fails.
Okay.
3.
Yeah, that
Yeah,
fails.
had a feeling.
Then
It was
I
like a
will,
19 and then popped over. You know how it does that?
yeah. Then I will move over to. Yeah, I want to move over towards Coraline.
Okay.
I guess one space north of Coraline.
Okay.
Can I get there? Since I can move through.
Yeah. There you go.
Okay. Yeah. And be ready to, like, open the door.
Sure. It's open. Coraline opened it.
Oh.
Did I?
Didn't you? No, you didn't. You're right.
No,
You got it.
because I-
You got
yeah.
it. Sorry. Coraline.
Opening the door!
Great. Oh, the door's open.
Come on, let's go!
Okay. Here I am chopping up a tree. But you're leaving. And then it's a 12 and a 15.
Nope.
Nope. Okay. You're free. Do you just go right outside the door?
Yeah, because I'm gonna wait for everybody to get through it, and then I want to shut it.
Alright. Okay. Tomna.
I'm holding to.
I'm gonna like brush the blood like off of fucking. I'm gonna take the dodge action.
Okay.
And like fuck you, fucking shit, made me smash my web.
Okay.
And I'm gonna step outside.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna kind of go down the hall a little bit, fucking like grumbling.
Okay. Soul.
So let's go!
Okay. I can pass through your space, correct?
I can pass through your space.
You could try to pick them up.
3. Move north of Coltrix.
Okay.
1. Give the other trident a smack.
Okay.
With the half a trident that you're holding?
Yes.
Good.
So improvised
Yep.
strength, that is going to be 21, that's not with proficiency.
That will still hit.
Okay.
Even without proficiency, you would still hit it.
1d4 plus
Yeah, it's
strength?
called that. Yay, improvised weapons.
So that's maximum damage that I can do.
What's, I don't know what that is.
7.
Nice. You did it. Do you stay there or do you move through the door?
I don't think I can get through with having to
It's
move
just
through
difficult terrain.
spaces and stuff like that.
5, 10, 15.
You are 20 right now. 5, 10, no. 5, 10, you're 15. 5, yeah, 15 right now. Ugh.
Okay, so you get out, then I'll go after you.
Okay. Tridents have 2 targets, so 2 tridents, 2 targets. Soul. Nope. 11 doesn't hit you.
Nope.
And Kotrix at 5 doesn't hit you.
Nope.
This turn passes uneventfully. Kotrix.
Sweet. I will scamper out the doorway.
Okay.
taking
You sure will.
an attack of opportunity or potentially 2.
Both.
Sweet. Hey, then they can't do it to
Maybe it'll
you.
actually hit you. Oh no. 14 and a 16.
The 16 would hit you, but I will use my reaction for arcane deflection, increasing my armor class by 2, making it an 18 instead.
Nice. Okay, misses. Can I just skip to soul, or do I want other people to do things on the way?
Nope, I'm just waiting to slam the door.
Alright, soul.
Okay. Well,
And they both took their reactions.
just walk by.
Walk right on out.
I'll
Coraline?
toss
Okay, sorry.
toss
toss.
the stick away
Okay.
and then go.
So I'm assuming you held yours back to, yeah.
Yep.
Or, yeah, so you close the door. Okay. Toss the stick back in the room. Ding, ding, ding.
What way does the door open? Their way or our way?
I'm gonna assume it opens their way because we shut the door and put everything in front of it and
Yeah.
didn't ask, so.
Right.
Probably
I
good.
didn't ask, I was assuming.
Yeah.
We broke a mirror and got hit by some flying weapons.
I don't think that that's how it worked, but I'm fairly certain it worked in a different order, but that's fine.
I mean, like every room that's had a statue has had attacking weapons, so
And what was with breaking the mirror?
I don't know, I thought maybe there was a doorway behind it.
Put a mark in your book for yourself.
The trident.
The trident.
I wasn't mortal peril. That was barely a fight.
True, but still cause problems, yes?
She broke the mirror.
After you touched the trident.
Could have fought the tridents.
True. Anyway, are we going to dinner or not?
Yeah, now we have table conversation.
Are you done doing whatever you need to do for the day?
I can do it tomorrow. I only got part way done. Fucking try
I
it.
know-
It would have been nice to have them tell us where dinner was. Now we have to search the rest of this floor to see if it's happening on this floor.
You know where it is. You ate in the dining room.
Possible deniability.
Coming up to you floats a platter with a note, like a placard note folded on it. So it
Ooh,
just sort of stands
fancy.
there.
Who to come up to?
Sure, Tomna. He's closest to the. He kind of walks around you and goes to the soul.
I'll walk up next to Soul.
Okay.
Does it go lower down towards me?
It's still sort of like at soul. Oh, yeah. So it lowers down to your level.
And then I'll grab the note.
Dear God, you guys! What does it say?
It says, "You are cordially invited to dinner, which starts in 5 minutes. Please make your way downstairs."
We've been invited to dinner downstairs.
Does it say by who?
No.
Oh, it does. It says signed. It's signed by like a scribble, but it looks like Maggoth probably.
Mad Goss.
Do we work, I mean...
I'll put it back on the train. Firebolt it. The note.
I'm assuming it's it's sort of like the trail does this and can't appear sad, but what if you can see the inside of its face, and then it floats back downstairs.
Well,
Pile of ash.
around this corner, by the way, if you can see it. I don't know if you can.
do we go to dinner?
I mean, he knows we're here, and he knows exactly where we are,
Speeds
so...
things along.
Does everybody
I'm
feel-
not hungry. I had a berry.
I didn't say we're gonna eat. We're just going to
Do you have
attend.
any more?
Not right now. Oh,
I'm gonna head towards this dinner
Just kinda
that I've
hungry.
been cordially
I can have
invited to.
Okay.
you're going to
Do you go
dinner,
down the
aren't
stairs? Do you
you?
know where the stairs
Yeah,
are?
but the food might be poisoned.
I will follow the tray.
Okay.
Was it poisoned last time?
Oh,
But he wasn't home last time.
Oh, hey. This is like the plan that I had earlier. You're the talky person, I'm your bodyguard, and now the arcane user isn't in trouble. So I like thumb over my back at the arguing couple.
So before we get there, what do you want me to talk to him about?
Stuff, things, find out if we're in mortal peril.
Where are you two going?
Dinner!
Isn't that
Wake up!
breakfast?
Food.
It's breakfast for us. Maybe it's lemonsies for him.
You did sleep like in the middle of the day, so
Well, we don't know that.
I know.
We have
Whatever.
no idea what
Ooh, I can reset my time telling rock. It is officially dinner time.
Do you write on the rock?
He does now.
Please tell me what happens.
Yes, we'll go to dinner.
Okay.
Why not?
Do I have facial hair? No.
We need to roll for that every morning, don't we?
And did the music come back on?
Nope.
Oh, good.
I can make this happen.
No. If he hasn't gone back and flipped the switch, then hell with him.
We're on the second floor. You need to go back downstairs. So we go downstairs. You guys are gonna be on each floor. I just keep copying.
It's a duplicate. It's a duplicate. It's a duplicate.
Duplicate.
He's gonna have to fight 6 of us.
Dun, dun, dun.
If I duplicate you that many times,
Oh my
it's
God.
16, but
Oh my god.
You really
there's
have.
like 2 teams of 2.
There's Clay Soul.
We see ourselves from an earlier
Oh, you
adventure.
do.
Don't interact with your past self.
Yeah.
Don't interact with your past self.
Oh, hey, look, another Chomna! Hi, Chomna!
We would fuck that up so bad. By the way, don't push the button.
The door is there.
Okay.
We're walking in. Trust
You
me.
would,
Yeah, sure. Why not?
you would
Okay.
not trust yourself
I
if you
would
said
not.
don't push the button. You'd be like,
Okay,
what
and I-
button? I want to press a button.
So I was there, like, just go in right
Sure.
so I get to, like, shave and a haircut and maybe get, like, 2 knocks and it's there's.
Okay. Yeah, so as you start knocking, the door kind of opens and then the party walks in. The tray had preceded you and is next to a wizard who looks at the ash and then says, I thought that was a denial. I'm so glad to see you. Sit, come in, sit.
Maggoth?
Indeed. And you must be, kind of short. I think you're Coatrix, I think.
Maybe.
Pleasant to meet you, sir.
I'm not
I
sure
know
if
a
it's
lot
pleasant to
about
meet you.
Well, we'll find out, won't we? Please have a seat.
Why didn't you have a file?
I don't need to know about myself.
But I need to know about you.
Well, it's not for you, it's for me.
But if other people came in here, then it would be for them.
Well, I suppose, but this is my castle, you see.
No, it's not.
I'm gonna whisper to
Yes,
Saul.
it is.
I don't think
No, it's
I'm the
not.
talky one.
Better than none.
Hallister said that he created it.
Yes, he created it, and I took it over.
Yeah, but he called you a vagabond.
Well, he's...
Vermin, I believe, was a specific term.
Well, listen, we don't need to talk about old hurts. He's a great wizard, and I look up to him.
Really? Is he on the ceiling?
I would also, like, literally look up.
Oh, you guys. I have great respect for him. It's fine. He's not on the ceiling. Also sitting at the table is a human wizard.
Who is this?
Oh, I'm Codnar. Good to meet you.
Who's who?
Codnar's Khodnar.
And
Pleasant. Are we gonna eat?
The only one that spells my name with a KH.
The food
I'm gonna-
starts coming out.
When he asks that, I'm gonna look at him like, I will. Like glaring
Shake
at
your
him.
hand?
No, like he said, are we going to eat? And I'm gonna like look at him like, I will.
Are you intimidating or just?
I'm
having fun?
trying to impress upon him that I might eat him.
Okay. To Codnar specifically?
Specifically,
Okay.
yes.
Roll an intimidation.
That seems stable to me.
When he gets done, I have a question.
Okay.
24.
24. He starts kind of shaking. He scoots a little bit closer to Maggot. Yes.
what race is the Mad Goth?
He is a. I just looked at this earlier.
Moving around other groups.
Not humanoid.
And I'll have you know that I'm fairly tall for a halfling.
He is. I'm so short.
It's yeah, but you're not tall for a wizard.
Oh, okay. So it's non-hostile.
What does my
Move through it.
class have to do with how tall I am?
Oh, nothing. Do you need a pillow to sit on?
Yes.
Okay. I know one of the servants brings out a pillow and places it on the chair.
I'll test
What
the
race
pillow.
was he?
Another one follows and places
Right
it
here.
down. I haven't found it yet.
Okay. I want to make sure I didn't miss it.
It's okay.
The voice of the human wizard sitting at the table. Did I can I recognize it from one of the two voices?
These
that
people sound like the two people that were talking in the hall.
but not the
earlier.
third voice.
Correct.
Okay.
Um,
So who's the other one that's in the castle?
there's many people in the castle.
No, that is incorrect.
I don't know.
And they're all,
anything.
unseen servants, but
Those
are-
aren't people.
Racist.
what are you referring to?
Living creatures?
Someone came by and knocked on our door and invited us to dinner. What is the name of that
Oh,
individual?
that's so sweet. No, it was just a little. I had a servant knock and then something spoke.
Like, I've been learning, like an arcane shout spell.
Yes, like that.
Heck yeah! Quick
Except
step.
for it would come out in your voice.
Well, then I lied when I told you you didn't recognize it. It was that.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
It sounded a little weird through the
Where
door.
are you?
Okay, I'd be fine with that.
Quick study.
Mad Goth. I don't know.
I get to make things up because it doesn't say. He appears to be elvish in nature, but probably like a half elf.
Ah,
And now it's canon.
It matters.
I'm sure it says somewhere, you just might not be able
I'm
to
sure I
find
just can't find it in a hurry, and I don't
Is
want
it in the back of the
roast
book?
dinner.
There
I
might
don't think
be
so, I can
if
check.
there's an evil
A stat block.
No, right now he's a half elf. Or you just couldn't quite see in the rush.
And if it's
I'll check
something
in the
we
back,
might
yeah.
have to fight, then there would be a stat block probably.
There might be. It's a vague stat block.
Is his name in all black?
Sure. I am the black mage.
Because then it,
Mad Goth the Black.
He is now.
What, so, you own this castle.
No, I just live here, but it's mine.
Oh, it's yours now
Yeah.
that Hallister left it to the vermin.
Yes, I cleaned out the vermin and now I live here.
Did you now? Is that why there's a burnt body?
No.
so that's
Where
just
is the
normal
body?
around here?
No, I didn't know there was one. I haven't been here for a while, you see. It's possible it might have just
Where have you been?
about. And then the guy at the end goes, he was coming to visit me!
Why was he coming to visit you?
He's gonna teach me things. I'm so excited.
How old is
Karagoth.
Kodnar.
Kodnar?
He is a
Human.
human, yes. I knew that one. He's very excitable, but middle-aged for a human.
Oh, so he's older and he's just excited to learn new
He's
things.
he's like a little kid again. Like his eyes are bright and he's really excited.
Let me tell you something, my friend. I have been learning for a very long time, and I haven't heard of Mad Goth. So, are you sure that this one can teach you things?
Haven't heard of. Of course.
I'm
Maybe
talking
not
to
things.
Kodar.
Maybe there's not things that you want to learn, but I'm so excited.
Well, take everything with a grain of salt. There are bad
I'm gonna.
Okay.
arcane users.
I'm going
out
to message Coraline,
Okay.
but I'm going to write it down.
Okay. He takes like a salt shaker and eats some food. His plate is piled high.
That's lots of grains of salt. It should be good. Do not settle.
I'm gonna
Wait,
go wedge
wait.
myself into a corner near the door
Okay.
and just kind of grumble.
Okay. I'll wedge you in the corner.
Mad Goth. What kind of magic flavor are you?
What do you mean?
Well,
Every mage I've seen has a flavor. Like, some of them are death flavored, some of them are like turn stuff into other stuff flavored. Like, what flavor are you?
I have a little bit of everything flavored. I love collecting knowledge. Can you pass this back down?
Can you be multi-flavored?
no. typically most of us study one area of magic. And how is it that I haven't heard of you?
I just live down here. I don't know.
Well, if you're out recruiting apprentices, then obviously you're a wizard of some renown, and I think I would have heard of you.
Yes, I suppose you should have. I think that I might make myself a file and leave it in that storage room for you.
Message back.
Okay.
Oh, I found that file already.
Oh, on myself?
No, on me.
Oh, that's a different file.
Oh.
But you asked for one on me because you haven't heard of me, so clearly I need to make one for myself.
I mean, if you want good apprentices, you probably should advertise.
Oh, that's a great idea. Well, how should I advertise?
Well, primarily through, word of mouth.
Consultant fee, good sir. We don't just give out trade secrets. I got you covered, boss.
Actually, if I could introduce you to my agent. This is Soul, Spotted Leopard, hyphenated.
Your agent's a half-orc.
Yes.
Okay. Good, sir.
Hello.
What is this fee for this consult, for this word of mouth that I must send out?
Okay, so that was your free taste because my hype person didn't do the song and dance earlier.
Oh no.
So
I keep
Please do
forgetting the
song and
routine.
dance.
yeah, so we
I'll pull out my drum.
Dinner entertainment.
yes.
This is fantastic.
So I've seen coins falling around. So if you've got another platinum, I can give you a rundown on how you want to spread your brand, sir.
I'm sorry, did you say coins have been falling around?
Yes.
Well, I don't know what you're talking about, and I don't have a platinum, but I think I have. Let's see, I have 2 gold here in my pocket. Would that be enough for a small consulting fee?
That'd be more than the 1 platinum I have now.
Yes, 2 gold is more than 1 platinum, good sir.
Yeah,
Here you
it's
go.
1 more coin.
Yes, it's 3 coins you have now.
What are you talking? Don't call audibles. Come on, I thought we rehearsed this, guys.
Now I'm excited for this. This 2
I
gold
lied. No, the
worth
drum,
of-
a pan flute.
Oh, the pan flute is out. Please play for the song and dance of my information. This
I will
is
gladly let
fantastic.
someone assist me to do the song and dance.
Please do a
Well,
song
I'm
and
working on it. Just keep talking.
Alright.
Do you want to assist me, or do you want?
I'll assist you.
Okay. Because I have performance.
For a special fee, we can help you be famous as me.
26.
Hold on, let me turn my music up.
That's what I came up with like just a minute or so. Yeah, I'll jump up on the pillow on the
That's
chair
literally
and
as
just like
fast as you
literally
gotta go.
like,
Yeah.
for a special fee,
Yeah.
we can help you be famous as me.
Underneath, so there's like the, like the buffet tray or buffet style
Yeah.
on the side. From there, the doors kind of open and some instruments come out and the unseen servants start playing along.
Dance a
And
little
he-
jig
yeah,
around
he
the
does a little
chair.
jig and he's like, "That's fantastic. So how do I become as you say, famous as you?"
So, get a recording of that with your arcane mouth.
Okay.
You tell.
Can you do it again?
Well, in 10 easy steps actually, but
Okay.
first you have to buy this special limited edition book.
Which one's that?
Well, it's only 500 gold pieces,
Uh-huh.
and then a monthly installment of an additional 300 gold pieces.
Uh-huh.
And then
Well,
once
where's
you
my 2 gold worth of my information?
you just got the song and dance
Oh, okay.
for your 2 gold.
We'll think about the rest.
But if you tell your friends, we can reduce the price down by at least 50%
Wow.
for each friend that you initiate into our team building
I'm
exercise.
submitted fighting initiates. Let me look into that. How do I contact you later when I decide to do this?
Don't contact us. We
You gotta
contact
send
you.
in
Will you
stone.
contact us? That's super sketchy.
You gotta send in stone.
I don't think I have a sending stone. I should check my.
Why does no one in Undermountain have a fracking sending stone?
trying to build a Ponzi scheme here.
Yeah.
It's not working.
I like it. He continues eating. Oh, I forgot. I noticed earlier that you guys have a great taste for wine. May I interest you in this one that I just brought?
What are you talking about?
And one of the unseen servants floats out with a bottle of wine. He says, it's so well paired with this, what I didn't read earlier, roast pork and lemon grimalta. This wine is brewed from cave fisher blood, and you can see it's still sealed. It's not like...
What are you talking about, great taste for wine?
Well, there was 2 wine bottles from my stores gone, so I...
You said there were other people here. Why are you accusing us?
I just assumed you had great taste in wine. I can go find the other people if you don't think that it's that.
You might want to invite them to dinner too.
We did the alcohol. Maybe they brought me the flamed one.
Maybe they did that.
Maybe they did the flame. That makes sense.
That would totally
makes sense. I've also heard somebody abusing the bathroom down here a little bit, so maybe they just weren't interested.
And that's where the broken door came from too.
Oh. I'm also so sorry to hear that they decided to move all of the crates from the storeroom out. I had the unseen servants put them back earlier.
You sound like awful
It's
guests.
so weird.
I wouldn't want those people in my
Yeah,
house.
it was so strange.
You might want to check that bathroom after.
Because houses suck.
That's true. This is a castle, so it must suck even more.
Castles are far better than houses, but whatever.
That's what the nobility tells me.
And how do you get up here?
I'm teleported.
Oh,
Duh.
of course. Which room contains a circle?
None.
Not as impressive as I thought. I'll pass on the wine. I have some that I found in a bottle from earlier, and I'll pull out the bottle from the other room.
I think that whoever stole that from me probably left it somewhere for you, but
Yeah.
But he holds it up and he uncorks it and pours himself some. And anybody else want it? It's cave fisher blood.
Nope, I'm good.
What is a cave fisher?
It's
Do
kind of-
and do a history check.
I'm asking him.
Oh, sorry. Do a history check.
Oh, I thought you were asking the other wizard. Or you asking?
I am asking Mad Goth.
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
Oh,
I could tell him, but I didn't want to ruin your.
cave fishers are quite rare, but the blood is highly alcoholic and used for spirits. Dwarves know this. So, do you want any? I can just give you a little bit.
It's blood.
Yes, but it's really alcoholic. Though.
Uh-huh. It's brewed from cave. It's not like straight blood in here. It's
That's
brewed from-
barbaric.
No, he's barbarian. I guess it's different. Do you want any?
I don't drink.
No.
People say it makes me ornery.
He pours himself a little bit more and drinks it.
What is Kundar doing? Kundar.
I'm teaching him things.
No, what is he doing at the table right now?
He's digging in, looking around.
Stuffing his face.
Yeah, interested in the discussions. I guess I should turn you around to be at the table. Don't want to be there.
I'll move myself to the other corner.
Not after
Like
Like the corner of the.
Yeah, the top corner.
Okay.
And I'm gonna soak some more.
Alright.
Nope.
Oh, I apologize. The other top corner.
Scooting past
You're kind of
Coraline.
in the wall right now, but I know you're not.
Yeah.
Can I do a perception?
some?
Can I do a perception check on the human wizard? I want to see if he has anything that would indicate that he's either of repute or would have something like a bounty on him.
Okay.
Trying to figure out what Mad Goth's game is. I don't think that this apprentice is long for this world.
Okay.
Not given what we've seen.
Let's do a perception check. Insight check. Insight check.
Oh, okay. That's a 12.
Okay. Nothing's on him that makes him look like he's wanted or a bad guy.
Have I heard of his name? History check?
Yeah.
It's a good thing because that's a 25.
Oh, nice. You do remember brushing over his name while you were in the file room, but you didn't pull the file or anything
Correct.
to read it. So
Alright.
you've heard some things just in passing, but nothing that comes to mind immediately.
Do I at least know geographically where he might be from?
Sure. Let me do a random location generator.
I love making you do all this extra work, right?
I know I wasn't at a computer, so.
You have it right there at your fingertips. You can just look it up.
Also, there's a Waterdeep interactive map, and I love it.
Nice.
Oh no, I don't want Waterdeep though. I wanted
Fair room.
Faerun. Which again, there's a interactive map, which I shouldn't look up on yours because then.
Oh, I'm gonna message Soul.
Okay. I wish that the fantasy location generator could give me information about Faerun, but it just gives me random names of towns. So.
Can I do this silently?
Yeah. You can reply back up to a certain number of words.
Smaragol.
Oh, I don't know if it had to be a verbal or.
No,
Yeah,
it's
that's
you
how-
whisper back that only I can
Fish.
hear.
Smaragol. I looked one up
Okay,
randomly.
Smartle. All right, but that doesn't help.
Yeah.
I just don't know where that is in the
Alright.
It's south of Waterdeep, but in the waters area.
You know, the last I heard of you, you were studying down south past Waterdeep,
Indeed.
and now you're here.
I'm sorry, wrong device. Indeed. Yeah, I'm trying to learn some things.
Okay. Well, I'm glad that you've taken up Mad Goth's apprenticeship, miss.
Mm-hmm.
How old does Mad Goth appear?
He's a half elf, so
Indeterminate. Yeah, it's hard to
so
tell.
unfortunately, I don't think we can really determine that.
How long have you been down here, Mad Goth?
Oh, it's hard to tell. Time flies so differently down here in Undermountain. Or
But
Waterdeep.
when you go up and recruit the apprentices,
Yeah,
they have like dates written in their books and stuff.
every now and again, yeah.
Isn't that like a thing that people do when they write stuff down about themselves? They put like the date.
Potentially.
Centuries, decades.
Somewhere in the middle, probably.
Excuse me, there's I need to use your other bathroom. Is it available?
Yes, of course. I don't know where the other bathroom is, if there is one.
Well, I know the gentleman that's in the other bathroom.
Oh, do you?
Yeah,
The one that trashed everything and is taking up that whole time?
yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I'm fairly certain he'll
Well,
let me
ask him to
in.
clean up after himself. That'd be nice.
I think he's shedding.
He might be shedding.
Revert. No, that's the only bathroom here. I'm so sorry. I had to check, but
I really have to go though.
you can go ask him nicely to be done.
All right.
I
Thank you.
mean, you've got a ledge out by the front door.
You could just go wee off of it.
I'm afraid I might fall when
That
I
would be
squat
so
down
sad.
to.
That wouldn't be so bad.
I do want to go out of the room
Okay.
though and take the time to cast the unseen servant ritual,
Okay.
and then have Stan Lee go retrieve the file
Okay.
on Kondar from
Okay.
the room,
Okay.
and then I will make myself back to the party.
Okay. So, are you taking the time to cast it and wait for him to bring it back, or are you going back in and then coming back out again when he brings it down? Like how long?
I
is it
will
spending
wait
here?
for him to bring it to.
Okay. I'll give a 10-minute
Okay, that's fine.
thing.
Yeah.
Anybody else doing anything while Kodrick's is
I
off?
mean,
Anybody
they're-
else?
they're
Nobody
talking.
else upset that there's a charred body in the other room. Like, that's just
mean-
not normal.
Your boyfriend put it in his pocket,
He's
so
not my
Pockets?
boyfriend.
is he not? Is that not how that works?
Hold on, just he put the body in the pocket. I'm impressed.
Well, like part of it. I wasn't paying that much attention.
Oh, interesting.
He's not my boyfriend.
Boyfriend. Oh my, the halflings.
I'm not even really into boys.
Ooh, it's canon now. Lilith has a chance.
Well, it's almost a child.
It's true.
I did. Then what's with the weird questions? I don't.
Because it makes him squirm and it's funny.
I mean, I can see that happening.
I don't like it when he squirms. It weirds me out. He gets this look on his face, and that That's the retching noise that you hear every time something like that happens. I don't like it.
I'll try and make sure you're not in the room. Then.
Next time you make him squirm, yeah.
He gets uncomfortable really easily. It's just amusing.
So, Matt Goth,
Yes.
what's with all the giants in your front lawn?
Oh, those aren't mine. They do, I don't know what they do in there. Every 8 hours or so, they just wail about somebody missing, but they're,
You can understand them?
yes, to a point. Any mourning or wailing you can understand no matter what language it's in.
Who are they missing?
I don't know that much.
If we could get him to shut up, would you pay us?
I suppose. Not 500 gold plus 50 a month or whatever that BS was, but I suppose I could do a little bit.
What's your proof of purchase on this one?
Well,
No more wailing?
I suppose. It doesn't really have to kill them, but if you find whoever they're missing, I guess that would be useful.
Oh, you're that kind of business person.
Oh, yes.
I'm not used to multiple options on the table. Our previous employers have been pretty direct about the permanency of our terms and conditions.
I suppose the only permanency I need is to not be crying anymore, but I don't really care how you do it.
Do you know the name that they've been wailing?
Oh, it's in giant, it's guttural, but I think it sounds like... That sounds like it. No, like Norse or something, I don't know. Norse.
So I'm just gonna level with you. There was an old man in a fiddle that said some interesting things about you.
Old man in a fiddle. Oh, that one. Yes? What happened to him? I noticed his fiddle was gone.
Oh, I don't know about that, but
Oh, interesting.
I don't. Like, what do you mean it's
Yeah.
logging that away? What do
Yeah.
you mean it's gone?
Not saying anything.
He made some
Until someone
accusations.
directly asked me and then...
Said you like to mess with wizards and do cruel things to them. And that you took a gem from him?
I suppose. It's always kind of fun to... What do you know about this man?
Just that he was a man and you took a gem from him and... I'm not telling you what I know about this guy.
Okay. Yeah, so he has a... That's... And he pulls it out of his pocket. It's probably this one. Puts it back.
You could give us that for the screaming stopping.
Oh. You know, it's kind of... I think it means a lot to him.
Sentimental.
Yeah.
That's fine by me.
I suppose. I don't really know where he is now, so I guess it's no use to me. That's a
Still
deal.
shiny, right?
It's still shiny.
That's worth money.
Probably.
So you suppose you mess with wizards?
I'm sorry? I missed that part. The wizard in... Oh, the wizard in the fiddle.
The old man in the fiddle. Yeah, he...
Yeah, I don't think he was a wizard, but... I mean, he was kind of fun to mess with, but...
I think he mentioned that you did experiments on people.
Oh.
I think were his words.
That's interesting.
And that you killed Zartum?
Did I? Do I think I've killed... I don't think I've killed anybody named Sarton, or...
Insight.
Insight.
Ooh, that's a good one. You
can do the insight.
19.
He's dancing around the fact that it's not a wizard, right? Like the doctor, the slot was
The
not a
guy,
wizard.
yeah.
And
Lies of
maybe-
omission.
Maybe actually doesn't remember the name of a wizard he's killed named Zardoz, but probably,
But not hiding that he killed somebody.
yeah, not being, he's being vague enough that, yeah,
He did kill someone, just can't.
yeah.
When you kill enough people, you start to forget their names.
Right. Yeah.
Tricks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Out in the hallway, a file floats towards you.
Okay.
Isn't that neat?
Yeah.
He inside again is
Yeah.
a resume-like structure,
Okay.
but shows that he used to be in like a merchant community and decided that he wanted to be free and become a wizard,
Okay.
and was slowly improving his wizarding skills, and then had something happen. Like there's like a blank spot in there where he wasn't a wizard for a while, and then was slowly got back into it. And then now he is searching for like a higher purpose as a wizard. He didn't really have the support he needed, but again,
No
shows
patron
great
to pay
promise.
for his research.
Right.
So the merchant circle that he was from,
Mhm.
does it list that?
It does. It's down in the city that I
Yeah.
previously named. I don't remember the name of town.
Nothing necessarily in the file that would indicate like there's a hit on him or
Nothing. It's a little shady around his merchant family. Like they might be like smuggling merchants, or they might be just normal merchants. It's not very clear in a resume.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I'll go back into the room now.
With file in hand, or
Yeah,
put it back
yeah.
in here. Okay.
File in hand.
All right.
I'll sit down at the table.
Was that light reading on the toilet?
This?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, wonderful. Is that
I'll slide it to him.
is that person out of the bathroom yet?
Oh, I don't know.
Him, do you mean the wizard that it's referring to?
Yes.
Or, okay.
I don't know.
This is wow. Let me look. Oh, this is pretty cool. Thanks for sharing. And he like puts it in his bag.
So I'm gonna.
I have no idea if he's out of the bathroom. I didn't actually make it that far.
Oh, this is the room is a little farther than the bathroom, but sure.
No, I had Stanley get it for me.
Oh, I see.
So you did use the ledge. Brave.
Yes, I used the ledge.
Now that you're empty, do you want any of this wine that I brought you? or-
No, thank you.
Okay.
I'm good.
All the secrets, I love it.
Message.
Message. Guys, message in the olden days was talking, and now it's sticky notes. Did you know that?
So, see, here's the thing. You have a file on people, and people are dying in your castle.
What do you mean people are dying in my castle?
Well, the charred body, I'll reach in the bag of holding, pull out the skull,
Oh, that one.
put it back in the bag of
Where
holding.
was that again?
In one of the rooms.
I don't think I've seen that.
You haven't?
You probably need to go clean
I mean,
it out.
yeah, you probably want to go
It's
clean it
it's
out.
my guest quarters. so
And
probably
the
before
man in the
bed.
fiddle said that you like to trick wizards
Mm-hmm.
and that you like to mess with them, take their stuff, and kill them. This really concerns me personally as a wizard, being in your castle, and you keep trying to give me this wine.
Yes. It's delicious. And you like or I don't know if it's you that likes expensive wine or not, but I assumed.
You make these assumptions, and yet you don't answer any questions directly.
Can I do my
True.
divine sniff?
Sure. What's your divine sniff?
And it's divine sense.
Okay. And it shows
Evil
you-
stuff affects your senses as if it were a foul odor.
Okay.
You don't actually, but you know.
I mean, thematically for a soul, that would be how he does it. Within 60 feet, not behind total cover, undead fiends or celestials.
Okay.
So and like maybe this Mad Goth isn't exactly what he appears and could be a devil, perhaps.
Okay.
Just covering my bases.
Might as well. Nothing seems to ping as you do your divine snort.
No Peter Tingle.
No tingle.
No, Peter Tingle. Great. Soul Tingle.
No
There
celestials or
was
fiends.
there was pictures of a thing that were torn up all over the place.
Yeah, fairy dragon. Looked like a familiar, perhaps. And the homunculus that's running around?
That's mine.
Oh, that's yours?
Yes, but I don't know of any fairy dragon.
There were hundreds of pictures that he'd drawn over and over again and ripped them up
The
angrily.
fairy dragon?
Yeah. No, the homunculus was
Oh.
ripping up the pictures.
You seemed rather irate.
Well, I was gone for a bit.
It's too bad I don't have the books to mention.
I know. Well, he was gone for I was gone for a bit, so perhaps I know that there's a fairy dragon that pisses off the giants downstairs sometimes, so maybe he's like moved in while I was gone.
22 insight.
Usually tell me and then roll.
Sorry.
But
I was waiting for you to finish.
yeah. He doesn't seem to know. The fairy dragon probably is not as familiar.
So,
Why is your homunculus so big?
Well, see, as not Madguff, I'm Madguff. As Hallister created the castle, there's some things that didn't quite change size, so he's normal size, but we're really small.
What?
You know how it was like you probably walked up. I don't know how you got up here, but it was a tiny
Birds.
castle. Birds. So your big birds probably like flew you up, and this castle got bigger as you approached it, which is normal, but it got a lot bigger as you approached it. That's because it's like a 12th of the size it would normally be, but the homunculus is the same size as it should be. Just we're really
I
small.
thought it was just far away.
No, it zoomed in. It's weird.
What keeps this castle floating?
Magic.
Anything specific?
Not that I know of. I didn't create it. I just know it's floating. I trust the magic, but I don't know it.
okay, so slightly out of character.
Okay.
I did notice that books, because the shapes of where the books were sitting
Yes.
were missing from that table. So
Yeah.
conceivably, I deduced that she took something
She also walked in front of you with them, right?
with them. So I know
Yeah.
she.
You just don't know what kind of books they are. No, we'll pass them.
Did we show these off yet?
Yeah.
Not to
To
the
the
people.
camera?
Not to the camera. No. Well, I mean, technically, you don't have them.
We don't have them, yes, but they are physically here,
Yes,
so there's no
they're
reason not to show them off to the
They're
viewers.
amazing.
beautiful. These spell books that we've been talking about over here. They're,
So
they're miniature
They're
books
like
that Grace made.
printed on cool paper
Uh-huh.
and
You
bound.
can go to her
Bound.
Facebook page and see how she made them.
Yeah, well, I have a secret Facebook page that nobody's found yet, but if you find them, you can see a tutorial.
Okay.
Like she even went so far as to like have
Yeah.
something stabbed through
So
this one.
what I
because
got in my thing here, my
They're
secrets,
amazing.
was the description of the books. So one of them says,
Has a crossbow bolt through it.
yeah,
It's actually
one
a
of them
hole.
says this what was Jalen's? Yes. The spell book written by a halfling wizard has traveled the world, being passed from individual to individual. At one time, a half-orc used it to block a crossbow bolt, leaving a gaping hole in its cover in the first third of the pages. By incredible serendipity, it found its way back to Jalen. It was in his possession.
Books, man. They've got so many uses.
Crossbow bolt blocker and all.
Let me just make this clear, Mr. Maggoth. You
Mad Goth, please.
Professor Mad?
Just Mad Goth. We're friends here.
no,
Oh, then Professor would be great.
no.
Okay.
You haven't earned that respect.
I did. I went to school.
So did I, but
Okay.
you're not calling me professor, are you? And you didn't have.
I thought we were friends, but I can call you Professor Coaches if you prefer.
Well, that would be nice of you to call me professor.
That's respect among friends.
Oh, but we're not friends.
Oh, then it's just respect
Oh, okay.
for one so talented as yourself.
Professor Boss Cotrix.
You haven't exactly been forthcoming about the amount of dead bodies in your particular castle.
I've heard of one so far. Some corpse upstairs made to get taken care of before we bed in for the night, but
Is it night?
And your file room
this is dinner
indicates
time. Probably about 7 or 8.
your file room indicates that you like to keep tabs on wizards.
Would you like to know where they are and what they're doing? Just out
Why?
of curiosity.
Out of curiosity?
Yeah, I'm looking for new people. New
Insights.
Okay. Looking for some.
Damn it. That's a 9.
Okay. He is hard to read and a little tipsy. This is good wine. Look at my freaking thing. Oh.
I'm gonna telepathically. I do not feel right about this guy.
Uh-huh.
What?
Just to who?
To her.
Oh,
What's
okay.
the do not press button do?
Well,
I mean, why is it there if someone built it, but left a button that says "Do not press."
Your curiosity, you get to.
No, I'm wise.
It shocks you.
So
What's
is
the
it
point
like
of it?
Just for fun.
Did you put it there?
No. The Black Mage did.
Did you press it?
I had to test to see what it did in my castle.
Your castle.
Yes.
What does fog do?
Vermin.
It turns on fog.
What kind of fog?
This fog just makes it hard to see.
Inside?
Yes. In the hallways. It's like a cool disco fog.
What's a disco?
It's where you dance. Do you want to try it?
No.
Absolutely not.
Well, I tried. We had a little party earlier, I guess, so it's fine.
What's lockdown do?
Locks the place down.
How?
Every door gets locked, and the front door is locked, and all the windows are locked.
What's with the mirror upstairs? It says way out backwards.
I think that's a gate to like level 10 or something. Down a few layers.
Anything special with the statue up there?
You didn't hurt the statue, did you?
Yes.
Interesting.
What does it do when that happens?
If you hurt it, you'll know. If you actually hurt it, you won't be asking me.
Wait,
Wouldn't you tell me?
which
Just want to see if your curiosity gets to you someday.
which statue?
He's talking about the one in the mirror room, right?
Maybe.
Oh,
There's so many
there's
statues.
quite a few statues, yes.
Your tridents are weird.
Yes, they're fun.
Did you put them there?
Yes,
Why?
to protect the statue and themselves.
I'm
So
just
the
gonna walk
tridents-
out because
the
this
tri-
guy's freaking me out.
Okay.
Like,
The tridents weren't the consequence of any statue harming.
No.
Oh. Well, I was using them as a tapping stick. I may have broken one.
Yeah, okay, well, that's rude, but I can fix it.
How
How
do
did you
you?
break it?
Well,
Like purposefully or not? Oops.
it was pretty accidental. Like,
Uh-huh.
He tripped and like jammed it into a wall and then fell onto it, and there's a sharp crunch,
Interesting.
and then it flew across the room and stabbed me right here. You see this?
Wow.
What's the easiest way to get down?
Jump.
Falling.
Do you mean safest or easiest?
It's safest.
Oh, well, probably however you got up, just the other way.
The giant threw us.
Oh, it's not, here's something about eagles. Probably creating the eagles again.
I said birds.
Oh, birds.
How did you know they were eagles?
That was DM knowledge.
before I leave the room, I'll turn to the eager beaver, fucktard though he is.
Yeah?
Best of luck, buddy.
Thanks, you too! Okay, bye!
Yeah.
Can I take a look at your spell book? Oh, I'm gonna ask Condor.
Sure, I guess. Grabs his bag, hands it to you. I don't know what's in it.
Alright.
I can make up some spells if you want. I know.
No, it's okay. It's fine.
it'd be funnier if he didn't have any spells.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Complete off.
There's like not very many. He took a break from wizarding.
He
This
did,
is a
yeah.
big blank space in the middle.
Sure, yeah. He's got.
He learned a cantrip and then he quit. It's like amazing.
He does have a lot of gumption though, because there's a lot of pages in there. They're just very sparse.
Okay.
So he's got prestidigitation and maybe something else that's has a lot of effects.
Oh wait, I do know.
Silent
Here.
image.
I could, yeah, no, that's not an image.
Well,
That's fine.
I really don't have anything else to ask this guy.
Well, are we returning in for the night?
We won't be staying.
Oh, you're not staying?
No.
There's comfortable beds right upstairs. You sure?
No, I've been here long
Well,
enough.
considering we found a dead body in one of them,
They won't be there when you go to bed.
I'm worried about becoming one.
Why would you become one? You're a powerful mage. You don't need it.
Well, you know, honestly, at this point in time, I don't know what all is in this castle.
That's probably fair. There's a study in my lab in the anyways.
You just seem awfully comfortable with people dying in here.
I mean, we
One
murder
person
people
died.
almost every day.
I didn't
Yeah.
even know he was here while I was gone. It might have been the fairy dragon that killed him. I don't know.
He looks like he got cooked from the inside out.
The fairy dragons? No,
Can't
fairy dragons
fix your
don't do
word.
that.
What?
Cave fisher blood.
Yes, the wine. Do you want some now? It's delicious.
No.
Okay, well, I did
He
try.
cooked from the inside out. Cave fisher blood. He keeps trying to offer us the cave fisher blood drink.
I don't know. Can I see if I know anything about them? Because I maybe nature, history,
Nature.
19.
Nice. You know all the things I know about cave fishers.
It's not a component in any sort of a spell, is it? That
So.
he could activate that would burn
Doing
somebody
our
from.
con check while I look that up.
Okay.
You know that cave fishers are commonly about 7 feet long and have overlapping plates of exoskeleton and 8 legs and 2 forelimbs. And they live underground and they're sightless and their blood is really good in wine.
18.
Cave fisher blood
I didn't
as
know.
a component.
Well, if you have to type it into Google, then I don't think that's the trick.
That's my secret. I just type all the things in.
That could be your secret.
You don't know.
Has Skippy McGee drank any of this from that Mad Goth's been offering?
As we've
Has
been
he been
standing
what?
here. Has he been drinking the wine?
Yes.
So Mad Goth's drank it,
Yep.
and Skippy has drank it.
Skippy McGee.
Skippy
It's a
McGee.
good name.
Okay.
I don't think it's used in any.
Well, is the cave fisher in the monster's manual? Because I didn't see there.
It's in Volo's Guide to Monsters.
But I didn't say it when I first looked at it. You can check. Why not?
We've killed cave fishers before.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was it this group?
I don't think. I think it was
Might be the other
before.
one.
Yeah.
I don't know much about them.
All
I
right.
wasn't the DM then.
I don't have anything else. Do we want to stay another night in this place?
Fuck no.
The beds upstairs are very comfortable. There's a water bed.
Do we want to stay in this place another night? You two are the only two in the room.
It's true.
Do we want to stay in?
See if expendable goes whoosh.
That works.
I'm assuming that was a message, not awkwardly at the dinner table counter.
Yeah, no, I did.
Well, I imagine he was probably like,
I awkwardly was like looking at him and like think.
I picture you counting as you're like talking in your head.
Yeah.
Let's find out if the party stays the night after our break. We're gonna be on a little longer, so we have some kids to put away, but we'll be back probably right around.
Down.
Yes, we'll be back probably right around 8.
Cave fisher blood
Yes.
is flammable.
Oh, weird. That is in the monster or in the book. You guys, we will see you right around 8 o'clock. Go get some did you drink? I'm not gonna say alcohol. I almost did though. And we will see you in a little bit. Bye. Squad. Welcome back to Monday Night Mountaineers.
Forced laughter.
Oh, that was great. That was good laughter. All right. Okay, we were okay. Malcolm is here with like what'd you call him? The
Skippy
peppy one?
McGee.
Skippy McGee. Who are happily drinking the wine.
I was seeing what I knew about cave fishers since
You were, and then found out. Yeah. So it's not that their blood is like it says that when they get below half health or something, they
have fire resistance, but it does also specifically say in the notes that their blood is flammable, which could be an issue. So,
probably depends on how much blood you drink, but
I mean, if you were set fire, then that would burn you from the outside or the inside out.
Maybe.
So I'm going to message to Coachix. It's an interesting thing about cave fishers. Their blood is flammable. I'm still outside the door.
oh, this isn't playing though.
My God, before we turn in for the night, you got any work that needs doing?
I believe the fancy servants were putting some boxes back in the room directly south of us, but if you wanted to help, I wouldn't mind the assistance.
No, I think he means more like elimination of people or...
That's on the list, but I'm willing to take other jobs too, like figuring out the crying giants, that sort of work. You got any specific tasks you might need adventurers
I mean, we've
for?
already talked about the giants.
Yep.
Is there anything else on this level?
Don't believe anything there is. Apparently there's a fairy dragon or whatever laying around, so if you've seen him, if you take him out or get rid of him in some way, I wouldn't mind it.
What about the next level of Undermountain? What's on there?
I don't know.
Well, you're not very useful, are you?
No, I just bounce in and out. I don't go into Undermountain. I just stay home and I leave again.
Oh.
So having suddenly remembered this fact,
Yes.
I'm going to go in and ask him for a glass
Of the wine?
of the wine. Sure. I'm not going to drink it right there.
How lovely here.
Maybe it'll help me sleep, and
Yeah.
I'm just going to leave with it.
Okay.
Tomorrow I could find the fairy dragon.
That's a good idea. With my sort of character knowledge of Undermountain,
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of the best way to ask this. Would my specific character know whether or not teleportation into and out of Undermountain is...
Do an Arcana check.
Okay. 23.
You would know that it's very, very hard to teleport in and out of Undermountain.
Right. Okay. So how do you get in and out of Undermountain?
Magic. Teleportation.
Well, that's extremely difficult. Hallister, I believe, has it set up to be that way.
Of course, it's nothing if you have a horn ring.
Oh, what?
Horn ring?
What the hell's a horn ring? Arcana?
Yes.
26.
A creature attuned to the ring can ignore Undermountain's magical restrictions, as in the alterations to magic.
Really? Wow, where did you come across one of those?
Travels. I think Skullport had one. Yeah, lots of Skullport.
Insight.
Totally true. It's hard to read.
Was that before or after Kills the Sun was in charge?
I was in charge at the time.
Real pretentious guy rode around on a
No, it was
not dragon.
skulls or something that were in charge.
Oh, we put them back in charge.
Did you? Fantastic.
Yep, change of management.
The
Love
ancient
that.
flame skulls?
I believe so. There's like 13 of them.
Yeah, we performed a ritual on those particular flame skulls
That's fantastic.
and actually got
Can
them
I
back
see
in-
your file?
No.
Oh, I'll have to make a new one, I suppose.
Yeah, you will have to make a new one. Good luck with that.
Note to self. I had the coachers in the group put the flame skulls back together.
I put it in a bell.
In a bell, you say? What kind of bell?
Well, it was just a ship's bell that we used to carry it underwater.
This is amazing. You carried the flame skull underwater using a ship bell?
And the shield, I believe.
Yeah, and some rope.
Can you tell me more? This is amazing.
What specifically?
We didn't want it to get wet.
Why did you put it underwater?
Because that's where the special place was that we...
You're circling
I'm out in the
something.
hallway.
Oh yeah, you lift. Yeah.
There was a specific altar that we had to perform the ceremony on, the flame skulls.
What kind of altar was it?
A secret one.
Even better. It was underwater?
Next to some fish.
Yeah, there was some fish there.
And
Oh, I bought some fish too.
You bought some fish?
Yes.
What did,
And I fireballed a whole bunch of people in the middle of Skull Fort 2.
That's kind of
And
strange.
two people, they were on a date.
Oh yeah.
And then they just disappeared for some
I
reason.
do that sometimes.
some old weirdo.
Yeah, and then he said, I showed promise.
Yeah, it wasn't me, but I'm sure you. Since you're
So
such
you've already said that.
yes. Well, I'm sure you're such a well-known wizard that anybody would know that you would promise.
Absolutely. Eventually. It's just too bad I haven't heard of you.
Yeah, it's so sad.
I mean,
I thought it was well-known.
you know what? Maybe I should just start telling everybody all about you, and then people will
Please
know
do.
all about you.
Oh my goodness, do it!
Yeah.
Isn't there a consultant fee for that? You were just giving a thing.
I was, but he didn't want to pay.
What if-
But that was for the books,
What
not
if
for
each
the.
person you send to me, I'll somehow send you. You said you come here, right? You said not to send you anything, or I'll give you some money for every person you send me to learn.
How much?
Let's see here. 25 gold sound good for a person?
That's more than 2 gold and 1 platinum. Both quantifiably and qualifiably.
He's pretty smart, I guess.
That's why I keep him around. He's the brains of the bunch.
Yes.
Now this organization wouldn't be shaped like a triangle, would it? Because I have a thing about triangles and plans.
Well, the castle's sort of straight up, so I don't really know what you're talking about.
Castle scheme. Those are
Yes,
safe.
the
Pyramid
blocks.
schemes?
You just slide off the edge too easy.
Yeah.
Caroline, similar to when you douse a like a pan with wine, it does like light briefly, but it doesn't like burn.
So it's like the drinks in the bar. They like
You said you had a study? What floor was that study on? I'd like to see the books that were in it.
Oh, it's on this floor, I believe.
Does it
Oh.
stay burning?
I totally know what this is now. It goes up pretty quick.
Was it the place where we found the books
For
already?
sure. I just don't remember exactly
That's
what floor
fine.
that was on.
As long, if it's the same room, then I'm basically going to be like, oh, I've already been there.
Yeah, it's the.
There was nothing there.
It's the one like due northwest or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, or due to the west.
There's nothing there. There's just this empty spot in the middle of the desk.
That's it. I think I
Yeah.
checked earlier. And, oh yeah, I guess those are gone, but all the
What were
wine
gone?
stuff. I think some books. Probably that one in the
What
back.
kind of books?
Just tomes.
Just tomes? That doesn't seem right. I mean, they were lying on the desk like they were important. You wouldn't just put any tome on the desk. That was
Just tomes I read and then toss aside.
Wasn't there like a lot of stuff in that room?
there was a lot of stuff in that room, but the desk was empty.
Was it?
Yeah.
I didn't look.
For not being able to use advantage.
Oh.
There's
Yeah,
been
I-
8 hours of
Yeah.
long rest,
Yeah.
then some adventuring before that.
Yeah, but not 24 hours worth yet.
Yeah, I'm trying to keep a running tally.
probably
of
have
I'll
it.
message you.
Okay.
Coraline, were there any books in that office? Study.
No, there were like dust marks around a bunch of books, but and I saw message conversation.
Yeah.
I saw Lilith carrying several books.
What kind of books were they? What did they look like?
All different shapes and sizes. She seemed pretty fascinated by them.
Okay, well,
Probably tusk glove.
probably more of her slut novels.
Yeah.
Alright. Well,
Smut.
this, oh yeah.
The word is smut.
Mad Goth.
This guy's
Yes,
boring me.
sir?
Thought experiment.
Oh, I love those.
So if you press lockdown,
Uh-huh.
but then press roof,
Okay.
what happens?
I believe everybody would be teleported to the roof. I
Everybody?
believe so.
Would you be able to get back in?
Well, no. Everything would be locked down.
So everybody would never be able to get in again,
Correct.
ever.
Probably.
What if you knocked real loud?
Maybe one of the unseen. No. Yeah, I don't think so.
That seems like a design flaw.
Yes.
Should we go test that experiment?
We can try it. Do you want to?
How would you
You'd
get
be
back
locked
in?
out of your castle forever.
I can teleport back in.
You just
Said they'd be locked down forever.
Well, everybody else would, but I can go back in.
Ring.
I have the ring. Want to try it? Let's go.
No, sorry.
Maybe,
put that
maybe
in.
tomorrow.
I gotta say that the first party that we had when we got here with the plates of food was way more entertaining.
Oh, you're not entertained.
No.
Oh. We can do some music and dancing.
I don't do dancing.
Neither do I.
What?
How'd you do that?
Oh, just, magic.
That.
Stan lays around. I'm gonna go send him to press the off button on the music. I know where it's at.
You actually see that the unseen servants took out the drums and stuff.
Oh.
But you can send it still if you want to.
So I'm gonna
Play a
go.
feedback loop over the tracks.
I mean, I remember what was in that room. That was like the crate room, right? That I
That's the one below.
That
Yes.
So I'm gonna go in there, open one of the crates, and dump the rest of the wine in,
Okay.
and then walk back
Well,
and
then
ask
you
him
laugh.
for another one.
Nice.
Presumably, I want him to think I'm drinking it.
Yes. Oh, lovely. Here.
That was amazing.
Isn't it?
Just
Oh.
go to sleep and see if he tries to attack us. I'll message you that. We can go to sleep and see if he attacks us.
He's dancing with the
Wait to see whoosh.
And then Skippy McGee's laughing in the corner.
That's good.
Kondar, do you mind if we maybe bunk with you tonight?
Meredith goes, no, there's 4 rooms. We can figure out something. You don't need to bunk with
We're
him.
gonna bunk with him.
No, there's not enough room for you.
Sure there is.
You can
We've
bunk
seen
with
the
him.
rooms, they're big enough.
Yeah, there's room for 2. So I suppose you
We
can
have a
bunk.
hut that
There's
fits
4.
6 of us in a
Yes.
small area, so I'm sure we could all fit in the same room.
No, you can use my beds, but they're only big enough for 2. So
That's fine, but
you
we'll
can
stay with
sleep-
him.
You can sleep with him, and then the other 3 can have the other
No!
rooms.
That would be really wonderful to try to separate us from the rest of the party, but that's not gonna happen, I'm sorry to say.
Well, then I suppose you can't sleep here tonight then, 'cause I'm not.
Oh, are you gonna try to force us out?
Sure, you can leave.
No, I asked the question if you were gonna try to force us out, because I do believe the primary word on it is try.
Sure.
I mean, there are way more of us than you.
That you can see. Of course.
That we could see.
Yes, but
Oh, yeah.
you don't need to
We
stay.
do have a couple other people, including the guy in the bathroom.
Yeah.
He would be happy to help us. So there's more than us than there are you.
He can help you leave, sure. Look out there, you know where it is.
Oh. Hey, Sol. Why don't you just cut his finger off and then we'll take the ring? I'm gonna say that out loud.
I assume so.
That sounds difficult
So
at the
then we have
moment.
business propositions. I wouldn't recommend it.
Oh, well, see, he already has a standing contract.
Oh,
so.
I see. And how much have you been paid so far?
That requires maybe a night's worth of consulting the books.
Ah, I see.
They're very poorly kept.
You said you had 1 gold or something, so. Or one platinum, I believe.
Yeah, I have 1.
Yes.
I have more than that.
Oh. I'm confused.
There's been things falling off of your doors
You
randomly.
said that earlier. Things?
Like small, shiny things that I've ignored.
Oh. That's odd.
Don't know how they got there.
No,
I assumed that it was something you did for reasons.
I don't know those reasons, but I'm sure we'd figure it out eventually.
I really don't have anything else to say to this guy.
I don't know. He's really weird. The rings sound cool though, but I don't know how successfully we're gonna get that.
Should since he wants to sleep and we just woke up, do we want to do the giant thing and then come back and get the rock from him and then go?
Still out loud?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. You mean the rock, like the green gem?
Yep.
There he'll talk it.
Yeah.
Because I'm not tired.
I'm not tired either. I would just like to try to see this guy figure out of his castle, honestly.
What? But there's a door over there and I can just, you know...
Yeah, we could leave on our own accord, but he thinks he's powerful enough to kick us out.
There's a button that kicks everybody out onto the roof. He said that.
Where is that? I guess that if he goes to that room and he presses that button, then we would go to the roof.
Then everybody would be outside.
If I do remember correctly, the person that pressed the button though went to the roof.
Well, he said if the lockdown button and then the roof button were pushed, everybody goes outside and then he goes back inside.
Oh, well, then I guess we don't have to worry about him then ever again.
I'm looking forward to the lizard man being halfway through the toilet and
There is like real shedding like.
Oh god.
yeah.
This is awkward.
Oops, sorry.
Don't look! Look away!
It'll be interesting to have 3 party members who are not currently here show up on the roof.
I think that if I turned one of those giants into like a sheep, I could talk to it.
Well, that's one way.
I don't know how to speak with giants, but I know how to speak with animals and sheep and stuff.
I could at least understand what they're saying, but I couldn't talk back.
Yeah, I could get them to understand me.
I could get the giant to understand. I could understand a giant, but
Yeah.
So here's an idea. Why don't we take a few minutes and decide what we're gonna do, and we'll go from there.
you good, Kondar?
Yeah, man.
Okay, it's been nice knowing you.
Yeah. Pleasure.
Oh, I've got these mushrooms. Do you want one?
Oh yeah.
I hand him a tongue of madness.
Great.
Oh my god.
Plus ton of madness.
Oh boy.
What's this gonna do?
The alchemist, quotations, says that it's good for stuff.
Wait, yeah. The one. What level's that on?
Like 3rd or 4th.
I'm as back off.
Oh, as Mad. I'm sorry. I thought you were actually
That's
asking.
level 2. Or, yeah, 4 or 3 or 4. Oh, interesting. I'm gonna have to go pay him a visit too.
I didn't say what floor it was on, I just said
Yeah.
I'm gonna walk out into the hall over here. Back kind of where I was.
it says you make it looks like a large human tongue.
Mm-hmm.
And they have to
Speak
make a
every
con
thought.
save or speak every thought. I don't know what the con save is, though.
I probably do.
Okay. DC 12.
Yeah.
Super difficult. You should try that.
I might tonight. We'll see.
But it's like dessert.
Speaking of dessert, do we have any?
Yeah.
Sort of
Right there.
snaps his fingers and out flies like a cake. Oh, that sounds delicious. I'll keep this for like dessert.
But you should try some now. It'd be rude not to. I'm gonna glare at
I
him.
want to eat the cake. To not Inception. That one. The thing that you're doing.
19.
19. I suppose. Didn't want to roll this. Where's my dude? What? That's very good. Thank you so much, though.
Have you ever murdered anybody?
No, I haven't.
Have you ever thought about murdering anybody?
My brother once, but I didn't do it.
Why not?
Who am I right now? I'm the chipper one, right?
Uh-huh.
Yeah. No, just my brother, but I didn't do it.
Why not?
My brother?
Why are you so happy?
Because I don't learn things.
I think you're gonna learn how to die.
That would be so silly. He promised me great knowledge.
You signing any deals for that great knowledge?
No, maybe I should. Can I sign a deal? No, you're good. Okay, I'm good.
Oh my god, I can get
This
it.
is delicious.
Really nice to know you.
Yeah, it was good to meet you too.
Do you mind if I see your spellbook again?
Sure.
Thanks.
Can I back now?
You won't be needing it where you're going.
Yeah, I will.
No.
Yeah, I gotta learn things and write it down in there. Can I have that, please?
But he's got a bunch of tomes.
Yeah, he's already got books.
No, they're gone.
He said there was a bunch of books in their
I
library.
need my wisdom
Oh,
spell tome.
yeah.
You know this. Thank you.
Not actually going to hand it back to him.
Oh, I thought you did. Can I have it back, please?
Fine.
Thanks.
How high can you count?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8,
We'll go out and talk with Coraline.
10, 11, 12,
Wow.
What's the color of the sky?
14,
What?
blue, 15,
What are we doing? Are we leaving or are we staying the night?
I don't know, I feel really bad about leaving that guy.
What's the worst thing you've ever done?
He's an idiot.
22,
Because he's probably gonna die.
Yeah.
Does that bother you?
I don't know,
Not really.
23, 24,
As far as I know, he's not exactly a
Do you have a last will and
person.
testament?
no, 29, 30, 31,
So we should make those out for you.
To whom it may confirms.
35.
How did you meet Maggoth?
He came to me. 36, 37, 38, 39,
Nothing here.
41, 42,
I mean,
How long will you keep counting?
24, until that's the highest I can count. 26,
Wonderful, I leave.
27,
Soul's the last one in the room right now.
50, 51,
Are you coming, Soul?
53,
This
54,
could be interesting.
55, 56.
I would stay and watch this.
Wait, I want to look back in. What is the expression on Mad Goth's face?
He's gonna roll you this. Are you going to stay the night or not?
We're gonna do the giant thing.
Oh, okay. I guess I'll see you later then.
Maybe.
Maybe?
I mean, if giants don't squish us.
That's a good point. Well, hope I'll see you later. Where was I?
I would
50 something.
56, 57, 58.
thank Maggoth for his
Save this guy
hospitality.
or not?
Okay.
Honestly, that's
51,
I mean, he's gonna continue to count until he passes out. And he might stay awake as long as he can to continue to count.
66,
that might not save him.
58.
I'll close the door
Probably won't.
once Soul is
Okay.
out.
So you're thanking for his hospitality.
I would wait to see, like, if he eventually runs out of air on this county.
He breathes as he goes.
Oh,
Oh, there was a small cup.
Better not be.
No.
after saying that he won't pass out, which would be really funny, say, thanks for your hospitality again. But does the Hamak boy come back?
Yeah, he doesn't leave.
How?
Magic? I think I'm in the 80s right now.
So he can disappear and then reappear?
Oh, yes. Every time, I mean, if he were to be killed or something, he would just come back somewhere else in the castle. Pretty neat.
Duly noted.
Why did you try to kill him?
I didn't try.
That's lovely, thank you. That's lovely, thank you.
I didn't try.
I know.
I don't like any application of that.
I'm gonna head to the front door.
I'd head out.
You looked at me all weird.
No, that's like truthfully, like I hit it once, so I didn't try to kill it. I succeeded, and I really didn't try doing it. So
Is the whole party going in the front door?
evidently,
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, minus the missing members.
Yes. Tana, are you creating some eagles or whatever?
I want to see how far down it looks.
Yeah, about 80 feet.
Actually, at your size, it's about 120 feet. Sorry, 200 feet. Yeah.
Yeah, I am going to conjure giant eagles.
Neat.
And have them be.
Wait, have you already done that? Because I just thought of something before you do that.
The initiative roll.
Yeah, we can do that. I believe you said it, so we'll roll off.
9.
Yeah, 17 on the die.
There we go.
Okay. Yeah.
Can I take 10 minutes and have Stanley deliver, and I'll pull out one of those bottles from the front entry.
Okay.
Can I have Stanley deliver this to him and pull the cap? You know, that cloud of gas?
Nothing happened.
Nothing. We didn't notice
Nothing happened.
anything.
You rolled a die, but nothing happened. Like there was no. Yeah.
She had to make a con save.
Yeah. It's an invisible gas. Yeah. Nothing happened.
An invisible, smellless, tasteless vapor.
Yes.
Okay.
While he's
So
doing
you
his
heard
thing,
anyway.
I'm gonna set
It's-
the cup down.
It's
and
literally.
the thing again.
Okay.
It's one action. It's
Yeah.
it's
So
not
as
like
you-
a ooh. It's like
Well, so's this.
Yeah. As you snap your fingers, Coraline lights the glock.
they're gonna be like 5 feet out and
Yes.
like 5 feet down.
Okay.
I'm gonna jump.
We're that close. I'll let you just jump on them.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, I'll hop on as well.
Okay. Same one.
Yep.
Okay. Other one.
You just roll up on the other one.
Okay.
Jump out.
Fucking boyfriends. Tell them to go down.
Okay. Coach, you made it like you were flying a
Yeah.
little farther down. Did you
No,
not jump on the eagle?
I want to jump on the eagle.
Okay. So all 4 of you.
But I want to gracefully jump.
Oh, of course. All 4 of you on eagles. Jump out of the castle. Because that's what we do here.
Why did Thomas say boyfriend?
He thinks I like you.
Do you? As opposed to her normal state, the giant is frantically searching around as she just cries and yells and screams.
Dinars! Do you,
Is that
maybe
looking
you
at us
should
now?
do your comprehend thing.
I thought you were going to make it into a sheet.
Yeah, I can get it to understand me, but it can't talk back. It's a sheep.
Ah! For the love of shit. I love it.
I'll sit down and
Sheep
start a
don't-
comprehend languages ritual.
Yeah, so I will ask it questions when it's a sheep, and then you will be able to hear its response when I no longer have it be a sheep.
Do you turn it into a sheep?
With polymorph.
No, like while he's casting
No,
the ritual?
I wait until
or
after he's
after
done.
that? Okay. So 10 minutes goes by, and she's still kind of frantically searching
Okay.
trying
Well,
to talk
before
to you.
she's turned into a sheep,
Yes.
and my spell goes off,
Yes.
what is she saying?
You can comprehend languages.
Yes.
Okay. In Giant.
I figured as much.
Yes. Says that. Where's my? I wasn't prepared for you guys to actually go to the Giants today.
Always do the
I
unexpected.
know. I'm like, well, we're gonna go to sleep. Nope. We are not gonna go to
We
sleep.
were just
We were
asleep.
just asleep,
I
and we
know.
don't trust this guy
I
because
know.
he's shifty as fuck.
Shit, no, he's super honest and very clear with his.
Yes.
And also a murderer.
And maybe a murderer. We're not sure.
We kill people too.
We literally kill people basically every day.
Yeah, but he
Some
kills
probably
people for weird
Maybe worse.
reasons.
What's a weirder reason other than I don't like the way that one looks or the way that one talks to me, so I'm gonna kill it?
Like Texas Chainsaw Massacre reasons?
I mean, so Lilith murders people based on looks. Cotrix murders people based on whether or not he feels disrespected by them.
I kill people.
You murder
based
people
on-
based on ideology.
And how's the impact mark on the ground? Is Is the
I kill people if I
dead
don't
slug
like them and their nature.
There is a there's
Like,
splinters.
I don't know that we have a leg to
former
stand on
octobus,
here.
But you don't see any body. There is some blood.
What happened there?
Evidently something fell.
Is that in line with your flaw that you have?
Damn it. Oh, Lilith and I threw the cloth out the front door.
Why?
You did what?
Oh, Lilith and I took the thingy thing and, yeah,
Why?
killed it.
Well, there's not a body here, so that worked.
Tried to kill it, evidently. Slod tried to kill me in the bathroom, and you bet it in half. You go kill one Slod.
That was self-defense.
Oh, what? Did a slod try to kill you in a bathroom?
Yes. She bit it in half as a
Because it was
T-Rex.
trying to kill us. This guy was trapped in a fiddle. He was defenseless. There's a difference.
There is?
You don't kill people that are unarmed and can't defend themselves.
I have, and got paid for it. A couple times.
This is true.
See,
Remember
this comes
Onward?
back to the murdering for reasons you choose that are kind of weird to somebody else.
Do you remember the time we stopped in Collinport?
Yeah.
Wait, what?
I think you're currently cast.
Oh, I thought I was done. Thought I was done.
Yeah.
As you're expelled, you know,
Oh, that Slod must have been tough if it lived through that.
the
He's probably
muttering-
angry.
Yeah, probably. The muttering and conversation of the giant becomes clear. She says, have you met the pale man? Have you met him? Oh, where's my son?
She said something about the pale man and her son, but I don't think that her son being rocks. What do I know about stone giants?
Not a lot.
You know, it might be that rock over there, or it could be that rock over there. Stone giant babies could just look like rocks. I don't know.
Walk over to a random rock, look at it, point at it.
Mm-hmm.
Narsh!
My son is not a rock. What are you doing?
I'll walk over,
Could we get the music changed?
Oh, darn it.
walk over to her, kind of like wave at her, and
Have you
like
met the pale man?
kind of do this number. Point at her, and like
Are you trying to make it the baby or not?
no, like where's her son? Mimic like
Performance check?
Well, no!
She just says I don't know.
Doesn't that make no sense?
I'm gonna do
And then goes back to trying to like,
this, like, how big is
probably
he?
like up to her eyeballs almost.
Okay, so he's older.
And there was another one in that other room.
I would turn and point towards where we saw the other one chiseling out stuff. Narsh!
I'm assuming you're translating.
He
I
can
can't
understand.
speak.
Yeah, you're understanding and then saying what you're hearing.
Yeah. She just wants to know where her son
Yeah,
is. That's what I said.
we saw that other one in the maybe.
How do we tell her that?
I'm
Not
trying
Narsh.
invigorous and point that way with
Okay.
her and say Narsh.
Now that they've
Okay.
said Narsh and I can
Yes.
understand all languages, is Narsh anything in giant?
No, it's just a name.
That doesn't even make sense, and I can understand all languages.
But there's another stone giant. What,
Yes.
that's-
How do we get her to that?
Yeah, Narsh.
So
That doesn't make any sense in any language.
Like you're pointing to where the
Which way does she walk?
In the
indicating a
middle.
location.
Okay.
So she had. It's, just,
I'm gonna run
it's
with her.
working.
We're gonna follow her.
Yes, I'm like running.
I do want to say that she has a 40 feet movement. 40 feet cave. Yes. Okay.
I'm hopping every once in a while.
Lilith would be bouncing around. And
Right, yeah.
The three of us would just be all like, every time she steps down, we'd come up off the.
I'm going to ride an eagle.
I didn't look ahead. She would know this and not go this way and go the way she can actually fit. Oh yeah, the eagles are still there.
Uh-huh.
Do you want me to?
Nope. I'm just on an eagle because I can.
Is she saying anything?
Just muttering like pale man, and then her son's name.
Why does she keep saying, was Mad Goth particularly pale?
Probably do an insight check.
20.
Nice. To a stone giant, probably pale.
But then again, everybody's pale.
Well,
Progressively making like Mad Goth literally just like a black
Could you
metal
reset
singer
her?
in
Yeah.
my mind.
That was Gulmer.
my goth. And I'm angry.
So this is the one you met earlier, who was chiseling away. Instead of chiseling, he's like looking under stones and like just looking around for something.
Uh-huh.
How long is your comprehend last? It's not like a whole minute or anything. It's like a.
No, I believe it's an hour.
Okay, sure.
I'll look it up while, I'm sorry, I
Yeah.
didn't have that.
She says to him, "Do you know?" That's a
An
really
hour.
deep voice.
I mean, it's tall and
Yeah.
stretched out. And
Yes, it lasts an hour.
Yeah. Do you know he's missing? And he, looking around. No, the tablet's missing. The tablet. I bet it was those little ones.
We left it on the chair.
Yeah, he hasn't looked over there yet, but.
He wants to know about the tablet that we saw earlier that we left on the chair, and she's looking for her son. But apparently this is not her son because she does not seem relieved. Well, kind of like
Narsh?
kind of like. I'll
Gravelock.
What's Gravelock?
It's the name of a giant.
Okay, so I'll kind of mimic the size of the tablet.
Yeah. Okay.
And then point towards where the chair is
Okay.
and trying to get him to follow.
So you're gonna go around. And,
Yeah.
Okay. I should give you more of this cave as you walk because you're asking me about it.
Bob. I feel like they'd be big enough to not go into quicksand if they were walking that way.
Is he following?
He kind of watches you scurry by, and then
Squeeze.
scurry because you're little.
Yeah.
They
And
can
then sort of
squeeze.
shrugs and starts to follow. Are the rest of you following Kotrix or just going behind the giants?
Go behind him.
Okay. Sorry, him. The
I'll
giants
stay with
are-
I'm gonna go.
I will follow behind the giants.
Okay.
Have the eagles in the back.
Oh yeah, they're so funny.
A couple more and we'll have the whole NFL.
The Giants and the NFL. The Eagles. The Giants and the Eagles.
Uh-huh.
And the tablet's missing, and he did accuse us, so that makes us the Steelers.
You are the peeps. All right, so you walk in.
If he steps on us, we'll be the Browns.
Yep.
And he goes and picks it up off the chair.
And just be like,
Hank.
thing. And then be point to the female. Did she come with, or did she stay behind?
She stayed behind.
Okay. And nod up and down talk to him just come. I can understand you.
Do a performance check.
Okay.
Just point at it. Narsh!
That's 19.
Not Narsh. He nods that he understands you, and it says that he. Hold on, I'm going to check the actual page.
Yeah, no problem. Do you want the actual information?
I know.
Weird.
Why does that little idiot keep saying Narsh?
It's not even a word in any language. Stop it!
But it's working so far. Maybe it's a proper name.
Okay. It says, thank you for this. I think my wife's looking for our son.
And being maybe try to mimic out where did he go, and say it in common. Where did he go? And
Spin around just like,
Yeah.
Narsh, Narsh, Narsh?
I don't know where he went. I haven't seen him, and I don't even really remember what he looks like, but not because I'm a bad father.
sure. How long?
Yeah, that doesn't matter. Fucking shit. No, that's the fucking.
Also, we're underground. So.
Yeah, no, that's the only thing that you know.
Time to let it off. Narsh?
He grabs it, and it's tiny in his palm. What? Hold on, this is so tempting.
What kind of
Oh boy.
He
like
starts to like eat the rock.
pull out some paper and like on the paper draw a sun, and then like draw a moon, and then like draw, and then like a question mark.
Maybe just draw Narsh and then bigger.
On the other side, I'll write Narsh. Just that's my problem.
Giants grow, so you draw a little thing and draw Narsh next to it, and then bigger thing, and then bigger thing, and then a question. Like, how long has he been gone? I think it'll work. I'm gonna pull out some paper and start trying that.
Okay.
However, I think Narsh is phonetically.
Okay.
I'm gonna go.
In giant.
Yep.
Okay.
Mumbling in
He doesn't remember what it looks like.
Druidic and Sylvan to myself, where the fuck is Narsh? Where the fuck is Narsh?
Okay.
In the hopes that maybe he hears it
Uh-huh.
and understands.
I'm going to pull out some paper
Okay.
and draw a picture of a bucket
Okay.
and a stick man and like what does he look like? The pale
A
man.
bucket and a stick man. Oh, the pale
man.
That was too much for a giant.
Clearly.
It's too
Wait.
much for me.
I could do it tomorrow. I can. The thing that I was gonna do to find the fairy dragon, I could do it because we know the name of the giant. That's how that magic works.
Oh.
I could find the nearest Narsh.
That's not his name.
That's their son's name, isn't it?
She said his name, and his name's not Narsh, isn't it?
It's not quite.
Not quite. Okay. What is the actual enunciation?
Norsh. It's got an R in it.
Norsh.
I could do that tomorrow. I could find him.
That's really great. We could do that tomorrow. I'm fairly certain that Kondar will be dead by then, but that's fine too. That'll give us an excuse to maybe kill Mad Goth.
What if he just said he went home? Said he didn't want to learn and then leaves. Then we won't actually know if he actually left. What if he became
Do we really-
disillusioned very quickly
Do
and
we
just
really
decides
need
to
an
stop?
excuse to kill him?
I don't. Just wanted to be better prepared.
Okay. That's fair.
I am down here to kill Alistair unless proven that that isn't an ideal course of action. This guy sounds like Alistair Jr. with more steps, so this is a pretty good flex of the old muscles to see if I can, if I'm making progress or not.
So, should we, take him on one at a time in a series to see if one of us is capable of beating him?
No, ganging up on him is my favorite tactic.
But then how do you know if you're capable of taking on Hallister?
If he's dead and I'm alive, then we're working in the right direction. I'm not gonna fight Alistair
So
by
if you
myself.
sneak up behind this guy with the and then you whack him on the head and he dies, that doesn't tell you anything.
Which way are you walking, Hunter?
Towards the
Says that
female.
I'm alive and he's not. Also that he's way weaker than I thought, and I
Dan,
should
can you
have killed him
can you
earlier.
Zoom way out and show
I haven't
us,
found
the whole
anything
map
down here
place?
that
I'll put you in the
dies
middle
after
of the two
one
giant,
hit.
I'll put a map in the middle of the two giants, so that if you zoom out and see them both, then you're good.
I would like to see the whole map because I know there's areas that we haven't explored. I just don't know where.
So the top half of the map is the bottom below the castle,
Okay,
and
so-
then the bottom half is the
Yeah.
castle itself. So
I'm mostly concerned about the cave complex. Thank you. So there are areas we have not.
If I center it on the middle of the map, would that help or hurt? Right
No, we've got it right now. So there are areas of the cave complex that we haven't explored yet.
Okay, so I'm gonna run back to the female stone giant.
Okay.
Yeah, zoom back in there. Thank you. I don't know where he would go though. That's just it. It's a baby giant that could have wandered off anywhere.
Well, baby.
More north.
Baby,
Younger.
she said he was like.
Almost as big as
Yeah,
him.
I know. The other thing too is that I think that there's just a path
I did
around
the
the
wrong
north of
person.
the. It didn't look like there's a whole lot of this
She said the
metagaming,
pale
but-
man took him.
So,
No, she's asked if you met her.
so
Met him.
I'm gonna point at her.
Okay.
And be like, try and pantomime being calm.
Do a performance check.
17. Polymorph.
Ah!
Okay, sheep.
Am I a sheep now?
So listen.
I'm assuming that I'm a sheep now.
Yeah.
There you go.
So listen. The small dude
Big now.
is going to come back, and he can understand you
I think he's right next to you.
when you're not a sheep. And he's going to be able to understand you, and you're going to tell everything you need to us to help us find Gnarsh, and then we'll go find him. And all the information that you think we might need. Do you understand? No, do this. No, do this. Stop concentrating on polymorph.
That was cool.
I'm sitting there shaking my head.
I'm always some sort of animal.
Someone was just like, oh, that was pretty neat.
I can do that again.
One more time. She like sits down in front of you and says, I don't know, I just woke up and I felt like something was missing and I think it's my son, but I don't really know, but I think it's my son is missing and it's just hard to know these things. And last time I saw him, I don't remember. I don't even remember where he should be, and I don't even know why I don't really remember him, but I know his name is Gnorch, and I just really want him back, please.
Okay. With all that information, she could potentially be under the influence of some sort of a memory spell, honestly, because she doesn't really remember.
The details.
Well, if she's crazy, then if I cared enough to continue my training, I could do it. But I think that he could do it, where he can touch somebody, and if it's a disease of crazy, he can maybe get rid of it without trying too hard.
Can you do that?
Would walk up and say, hope this works. That's an expenditure of 5 points
Okay?
to
This is
cure disease.
Okay. And this is the
Lay on hands.
equivalent. Okay, lay on hands.
feature.
Yeah.
She might be just madness, and I think that's more
Well, that-
powerful magic than we have access to, because I think that's
Restoration.
greater restoration.
Yeah.
Or
Well, sometimes it's a disease causing the madness. So it's like questionable, which is part of the reason why I brought it up. Multiple diseases, multiple poisons separately, blah 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 blah. Yeah, neutralize. You can cure the target of one disease or neutralize one poison affecting it.
I will also, if that doesn't seem to improve, I'll take 10 minutes and, well, I'll wait.
Okay.
So I'll wait to.
Okay. So I'll do better
Lay on
than the
hands.
adrenaline shot. I'll rub hands and do defibrillator.
Okay. Zap. What was that? Will you do? This is gonna be crazy for you. An Arcana check, please. You've been working on this. It might even work.
It is a 17 straight.
Nice. That's enough. So, from whoever you consider a god to you.
Quetzalcoatl.
I can't say it, but that one.
The bottle.
Yeah.
Smoke a toadstool.
Smoke a toadstool.
And that's how we got banned in wherever they speak
Yeah.
Mafalteal.
You have a brief flash of a spell that belongs to a higher level of magic.
Okay.
That makes it so people or giants can't be charmed or what's the other thing I can't do? Immune to psychic damage, divination, or charm. So you know that there's a spell out there. You know Boss Man probably doesn't know it, but he might if you.
What's going on?
Oi.
Didn't seem like that worked.
No. However, I got a oration from my boss's
It
boss.
was more a feeling.
Oh, I got hooked on a feeling. Yeah, she is like
You look a little high.
She's messed up. Like,
Take 10 minutes.
Okay.
Do an identify ritual
Okay.
on her.
Okay.
If you instead touch a creature throughout the casting, you learn what spells, if any, are currently affecting it.
Okay.
yeah, usually defibrillator works a little bit better. I don't know what that word means, but it's been assigned to like using that one. It's
I thought that was part of Old O'Malley.
yeah.
I mean, what is
defibrillator.
what is fibrillate?
It's the suffix word of what D is applied to. I know D is un, so unfibulate.
Do you know how to fibrillate?
I have no idea what any of you are talking about. None of this makes any sense to me.
It's medical science. Jesus. Learn something, why don't you?
I can see you're on a break.
So, Coraline, you got any hobbies while we're standing around?
In a murder hole. Because that's all this place is for.
I mean,
I'm
storytelling
waiting for.
Yeah, I'll wait for the
and
10 minutes.
playing music and
Yeah.
learning new fighting styles.
I could teach you how to use a shield.
I know how to use a shield.
Well, I mean, like, in such a way that, like, when an angry little man throws a firebolt at a goblin, that you might have a chance of blocking it.
I know how to use a shield. I just don't.
You seem to misunderstand me.
For why?
So, like, here, I'm gonna stand next to him. You try and stab him.
Why would I want to stab him?
That's to prove a point! Don't have to stab him hard.
I'll pull out one of my ornate daggers that I just show off throwing. And I'm just gonna... I'm not actually trying to stab you, I'm just gonna hold it out.
No, you have to try.
I don't want to hurt him.
The point is, I won't let you.
Can we do this in reverse?
Do you want to stab her?
On guard!
Use my protection feature. So make an attack roll at disadvantage because I use protection as my fighting style.
I can't roll at it.
That's a disadvantage.
So that's 15.
What's your AC?
Well, right now, 17.
Okay. So as he raises his, suddenly, he, swings it at your head. I'm like, oh shit! And I jam the shield in the way, and then pling!
Oh,
See?
that was cool.
You learn how to do that.
Idiots.
Once you're in
Yeah, as you're just focusing.
See, what I do is I have a weapon with his hands, and then he tries to come at me, and I just block it this way.
But then you didn't, and you were about to get hit in the head with a mocket.
Because I put my swords away to prove your stupid point.
You have the one with the point. I have the one with the shield.
It kind of works the same
If
way.
she was trying to hit him, weren't you trying to disprove a point?
This point of A shove.
You're doing a spell.
This is why I didn't go to school. Crazy lessons like this, man.
So
the
was that
world
your
just
greatest achievement, learning that?
I just turned a giant into a sheep.
So
You call
that
it a
was your
giant
greatest achievement?
You're still been a chicken.
I'm just saying that clearly wasn't my greatest achievement.
Then what was?
As he's thinking. Coach Riggs. It doesn't tell me exactly what spell, but I will explain it to you.
Okay.
Hallister probably has given them amnesia. They can remember anything from the last 8 hours, but nothing before that. And it resets every 8 hours.
Okay.
So
I
there
don't know what
might
the
not
spell is.
actually be a missing baby, huh?
It seems like they're remembering something, but they're not quite sure what it is. And then, will you do an Arcana check for me, please?
Sure. 16.
There's a spell in the 8th circle of magic, if I'm gonna be, that's called Mind Blank, which would help them. I'm sure you don't have access to that yet.
Yeah, no. It's not for a while yet. Tomna, unfortunately, you might have to sheep her again to explain the fact that there might not actually be something that she's missing, that she's under the effect of some sort of a spell. Or we could just tell her we're going to look for it, and in 8 hours she's just going to forget she even encountered us.
So then what would be the point of sheeping her to tell her that...
That's what I'm saying. We could be nice to her and tell her this once so that she remembers
You
for the
wanna
rest
lie
of the
to her?
day. No, I'm just... maybe. What's wrong with that? She's gonna forget anyway. There's nothing we can do. We're not powerful enough to be able to help her.
What about the dude up there? If he's strong enough, if we convince him that it'll get them to stop screaming.
He looks up to Hallister, and this, I believe, is something that Hallister did
But
to
he
them.
doesn't know why they're screaming.
But he still looks up to Hallister, and I'm not sure we could convince him to do that, but we could try.
We were talking about
I mean,
lying.
that would be...
I mean, just don't tell him who did it.
I think that's called
So
a
it's
lie
fine.
of omission.
It's fine to lie to the guy in the castle, but not the stone giant?
He's a terrible person.
How do you know that? You have no proof of that.
I got a really bad vibe.
Oh, so it's okay to kill people that you have bad vibes about. Okay, well,
There's dead bodies in his castle, and he seemed fine with it.
Coach Riggs, will you do?
I mean, we
And
slept
like-
outside of a room where we murdered people.
Soundly, I might add.
23.
Nice. On
Self-defense, different than
Wandering down hallways.
killing people.
On.
saying that you remember that he said he looks up to Hallister. You remember there was an undertone that actually suggests the opposite.
Okay, so maybe he would undo what Hallister did to...
Prove that he's better than him. And also rid himself of screaming giants. And if he did that today, and he had the magic to do that, that's less magic he could use if you decide to try and murder him as you are wont to do.
And next week,
No! Greatest achievement!
we will find out Tom's greatest
Don't
achievement.
know!
Okay, you ask me.
I legit will have to think about it.
Okay, next week we'll find out Tom's greatest achievement, and also if the party's gonna go back up to his castle and try to check back into helping
Going
them
right
secure the
there.
stone giants. Or I don't know, something else. We'll see. You guys,
2 sessions of no combat, pretty
thank you
much.
for hanging out with us. Yeah,
I mean, I did kill the homunculus.
You did kill. You had your
We
20
beat the homunculus bloody and then it disappeared.
You killed it and reconvened.
We killed it and it respawned.
You guys, we'll see you next week. Maybe there will be a battle. Maybe there'll be more people involved. Maybe there'll be less people. I don't know. Maybe we're down to 3 next week. We'll see. I never know until 6 o'clock. So,
We have to keep them guessing.
yes, me guessing.
That's exciting.
We enjoy your company. Please hang out with us. Subscribe to us. Come see us next weekend at Farmstrong. And we'll see you in a week. Bye.
Bye.